go there for the jazz festival every now and then, but I've never been.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
I'll say big cities like that can be fun. I mean, here in Portland, you'll get street performers, but like I remember going up to Seattle, and their street performers. I mean, they had like professional buskers on the streets and stuff doing music, and I'm like, wow, their street performers make ours look like shit. Like, that's
I love Portland though. Portland's a great city.
It is. Portland definitely has its own unique vibe.
I mean, I've spent like probably a total of 3 weeks there on 3 different occasions, like not all exactly the same length, but they were all work trips. So, but I got to do some exploring. In fact, on one of those trips, my husband flew out because I had a car and a hotel room that my company was paying for, but I was there over the weekend. So he flew out and we drove up to Mount St. Helens because he had both been there before as kids, but yeah, we like hiked the lava tubes that time.
Whoa.
I always tell people like, there's great date ideas here, man. No matter what you want to do, you want something romantic, you come in early spring, like late March, early April, when the cherry trees are in bloom, and you go to the Japanese gardens. Oh, best date ever. You want something scary? We got the Shanghai Town, the Shanghai Tunnel. We got Crater Lake as well. There's a lot of great date ideas.
A lot of great breweries.
Oh yeah. No, tons of microbreweries and stuff.
Yeah.
We love to get our beer on. Hey.
Oh, we have a Jovian. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
The gang's all here.
Well,
not really.
For today.
Today's gang.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I gotta go add funds to my account. I'll be right back.
We scared him off.
2 out today. So I guess we're bringing in Boulder Bottom. Has a new
And we don't have a LaRoe because she's missing.
Yeah, unfortunate. So we can only have up to 5 until the group finds another hireling.
Or LaRoe.
Or we get LaRoe back. Might be good
Hopefully.
to have a few extra hirelings, just in case.
Yeah,
I guess we have.
Let's convince IR to come with us.
Has anybody asked Boulder Bottom the story of his family name?
That would be a nice little fireside chat. Sure.
Wait, do we not have
Or
a
Hot
sheet
Springs
for
chat.
Raldo? I thought we made a new sheet for Raldo.
You haven't had me make any new sheets in this game, if that's what you're thinking of. I don't think so. Or did you?
Well, I made it.
Oh, you did it. Okay, yeah.
Although,
yeah, because I did Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday games, I think.
Are there 2 Raldos? Is that why I'm seeing? I think there are.
So apparently there's going to be some new Cyberpunk DLC.
Oh my gosh. Never ends.
I know they just announced it like a few days ago or something. There's going to be another patch and some more DLC. Even though they literally said like, now we're done with Cyberpunk. There's no more DLC. Like, we changed our mind.
Someone got inspired or something.
We need more money to work on The Witcher 4.
Oh yeah, that's probably more likely.
Alright, what is going on here? I only see 1 Raldo, but it's pulling up 2 sheets.
If we do go back to the tower at any point, there's lots of NPCs there we could recruit to come along.
Yeah, we definitely do want to get there. We need money for Boris. Need to make sure Ruby's safe.
Yeah, I think actually taking Ruby to the tower is probably the best bet. Leaving like with the Sunchief clan, depending on whether they've found a place and are relatively safe, or with the rest of the camp that's gonna stay kind of in our tower and keep it, you know.
Mhm.
Although she might get kind of bored and lonely. I don't know.
Okay, what is going on?
Yeah.
Well, and I guess we have the mansion.
That's true. We just keep her in the mansion permanently.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
with
need to
our
give
with
her
our camp
something-
that
We need to like recruit some like
babysitters.
families that work the mansion that have kids, so that she's got company. Like a,
I mean,
you know,
there's this
cooks and
whole
stable hands, and I don't know.
there originally were like I had like a list of like kids that were part of the Suntooth clan, but I'm not sure
If they made it,
what.
that's
Well, because I didn't want. I was like in the story. I was like, I don't know if I want to make a big deal of like the kids being taken to the Shadowfell too. You know.
How many child deaths do we want in this campaign?
Yeah, exactly. So I just kind of was like, oh yeah, they're kind of in the background. But now I'm thinking that maybe they were left in Char, or like maybe got to safety or something with
All right. Well,
some of the others. I don't know.
Yeah.
apparently, Raldo
I
is
don't know if
not
that'll
one
ever
of
come
the
back.
characters I upgraded. So never mind. He still has the old sheet.
Oh, I got the finished character art.
Oh, and we have Raldo and Baldo. They're twins. Got 2 tokens.
Raldo and Baldo. All right. Well,
Just shave Baldo's head. Just keep the beard.
yeah. I think we're pretty much good to go. Who's up for playing Raldo? I have Glenn. Well, Glenn, do you want to keep him? Play him again?
Anyone else want to play him?
I'm okay with it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So I guess.
Passing
Straya.
Boulder Bottom around like a blind.
All right. So let's get back into it. Unfortunately, well, Glenn, it would be your turn for scribing if you're up for it.
I would pass if possible.
I
All right.
can't.
Uslag would
there'd be
be
no way.
next. So she
I
said
can't.
no.
Yeah, I won't even be here next session. So
Flint is after that. Who? Wait. Who's Flint?
Jovian.
No. Who is Flint? Is that an old character? We just never took it.
That's my character's secondary.
Oh, Jovian Flint. I see. Why did I put Flint? I
Yeah.
should just put Jovian. Would you like to take a Jovian?
The scribing?
Yes.
I could do it, but I'm not gonna be super focused because I have some things that I'm gonna be doing in the background because I need to get something done. But I can do it if you need me to do it. Nobody else.
Well, if you
wants
don't want, I can just pass it to the next person.
Yeah, that would be best.
Alright, so Malin isn't here. Or, I should say, put his new name in, which is Garen. Garen is not here. Straya? Wait, we started with you, didn't we?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess no one's
Started with
taking scribe
Glenn.
this week. Alright, no scribing.
I will take it.
Oh.
You hadn't asked me yet.
Oh, okay. I thought I started with you, didn't I? No,
I mean,
started with
it's
Glenn.
not. Yeah, it's not gonna be Carly's epics, but
Alright, so Straya is taking scribe. Alright, and is anyone willing to read off Aramis's journal? Give us
Yeah.
a quick recap of last time.
I haven't read it yet, so I can read it.
All right.
Oh no, wait. Let's see. Oh, did he do the last two? Yeah. Okay.
He just did them,
Oh.
in 2 posts.
Oh, it's 2 posts. Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
if I was supposed to read. Yeah, there we go. I see. Okay. So 19th of summer, somewhere beneath the city. Everything has changed. Less than 2 days ago, I was trapped in the hollow luxury of Patience Blackwater's estate, believing my father and sister were long dead. Now I've fought my way free with my father, Glenn, a bard of dubious reputation but undeniable resolve, and reunited with my sister, Ruby. She's alive. I'm still trying to believe it. My world has shifted on its axis, and I'm standing at the threshold of a life I never imagined. Father's companions, the Splitlanders, are eccentric, but capable. There's a strength in them, even if their methods are unorthodox. While Ruby and I catch up, Estrella, the kindly older woman with the strange, serene magic, steps away to speak with a tree named Douglas. Yes, a tree. Apparently, she brought him to life and left him at the Splitlander Hall, which has since come under threat due to our escape. Estrella tries to find a way to bring Douglas with us, but when that proves difficult, she promises to return for him. There's a tenderness to her that makes her magic feel safe. I don't think I've ever really felt that before. Father seems torn, pulled in too many directions, trying to protect Ruby and me, manage the dangers facing his allies, and make impossible decisions. Still, he finds time to talk to us. He introduces Uslog as a possible new stepmother. I'm not sure what I expected, but it wasn't her. She's fierce, noble, and terrifying. I saw what she did at the estate, and while I respect her, I warned Father, don't hurt her. She deserves more than that. She looked at us, really looked, and I could see hope in her eyes, a future maybe. He also tells us what it cost to bring us back. Eli, one of their own, gave everything. I never met him, but from the way they speak about him, he must have been incredible. Garen and Jovi observe all this quietly. Jovi seems distracted, nursing some kind of headache, maybe magic or stress. Later, news arrives someone named Shock, a former ally of Father's, has been taken prisoner. He's being held as retaliation for the attack on Blackwater Estate. Estrella insists we try to rescue him and others as well. Uslog, clearly worried, sends a raven, formerly her necklace, into the tunnels to search of another missing friend. Hours pass and we meet Ayara, who apparently received the raven's message. She's sharp-eyed and nimble-fingered. I instinctively clutch my coin pouch tighter. She brings troubling news. We've been branded as criminals in the city, hunted for our actions at the estate. Ayara warns that Shock may be in greater danger than we fear. She considers returning to Char to escape the city's rising heat. We rest at last. For the first time in years, I sleep without fear. My family is whole again. Jovi, though, tosses and turns, haunted by memories of battles past, no doubt. 20th of summer. We awaken to Estrella planning a disguised excursion into the city. Before we can leave, a man appears, shimmering into view with arcane grace. He introduces himself as Archmage Coric Symphony of the Phoenix Guild. He offers us a mission. Something is amiss in the Feywild. His contacts have vanished. Those who don't vanish ever. The Feywild. Ruby and I used to sneak into Patient's library to read stories about that place. Now we might go there. Symphony offers to open a portal once we're ready. Uslog and Estrella ask if he can help Shock, and he encourages us to rally our allies. When I tell him about the dark magic used on me and the threat Patience still poses, he advises reaching out to the Crimson Blade, a magical regulatory group. But doing so could open more doors than we could close. Before he departs, he confirms he'll help us reach the Feywild when the time is right. Then Uslug spots it, an arcane scrying orb watching us. It vanishes instantly. Garen and Jovi head out to find Shock. Estrella packs him a basket of treats because of course she does. The guards allow a visit, and to our shock, Patience herself appears. They are subjected to a zone of truth spell. Patience wants answers. They give her half-truths, hints. Shock manages to send a message. Rally the allies. Garen notices something odd. Jovi resisted the spell. It unsettles him, but he says nothing. They're followed as they leave. Jovi slips away, Garen doesn't. He hides in a tavern, evades pursuit, and eventually returns. Both he and Jovi are now firmly on Patience's list. Neil offers a glimmer of hope. He says he knows someone who can help Shock, a lawyer named Boris. That evening, Estrella searches the dark market for Leroux. We make contact. Leroux is captured. Estrella gears up, sharper and more prepared than I expected. Leroux isn't at the estate, but somewhere else. She's determined to find her. I urge the group to press toward the tower. Every moment Ruby remains in the city is a risk. As we discuss our next move, we want to talk with Neil. Jovi freezes. He hears a voice. Patience. She's close, too close. Estrella steadies me as I reach for Ruby. We watch and wait. She's expecting us.
All right, thank you for that recap. So it is the 20th of summer at 6:30 p.m. I believe the group had fallen back into the market area, and there was some scrying attempts going on, right?
What's the session? What's the session number?
It is session 202.
Thank you.
It looks like Jovi, you need to display as your character. And it looks like one of you is not in the Roll20.
Weird. Wait. Thought I changed.
I don't see Glenn either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Glenn is not here.
Oh, yeah, I don't see Glenn or Jovi.
I think Jovi just left, but he just has to
I
change
left to
it.
go
I'm here.
change my picture.
Well, you can change it in the game. You just have to use the drop down to say who you're displaying as. You don't have to change it on your account.
Now Carly disappeared.
Oh, I just reloaded.
Y'all gone. Right, I guess I should probably load into the game. Huh?
Yeah, Glenn is not even here.
I'm there in spirit.
I don't know if I believe that.
So I actually don't remember, like, when we heard Patience's voice there at the end, like, was that magic or is she, like, actually physically there?
I don't think you know. You heard it coming
okay.
from Neil's office, and then everyone kind of got a little bit concerned and backed off out of the area.
Forgot about
So,
that, yeah.
I think the guard who was at the door also kind of gave you a signal that you should, leave.
Oh.
If
Nice.
I remember correctly.
Oh.
So, Jovi, if you use the drop down under the chat at the very bottom, you just have to choose your character instead of your account.
Sometimes they're the same name, but like they're
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah. And Glenn, you said you were joining?
Yep, opening right now.
All right. So yeah, the group had fallen back to the market. They're kind of hiding in the kind of in the larger cave area where all the stalls are set up near the door that goes into the hallway towards Neil's office. And you had sent in, I believe, an invisible familiar. Right?
Flurp, probably. Yeah.
An arcane eye was also going to be sent, but now that we don't have our sorcerer, I don't think that's going to happen. So what did you want to have your familiar do?
Switch to millipede form and slip under Neil's office door.
Okay. So inside Neil's office, you would indeed see Patience Blackwater, along with several pretty heavily armed bodyguards, speaking to Neil, who is seems like he's kind of placating her and just saying, like, basically kind of what she wants to hear, that he's looking out for them, and he will, of course, let the Blackwaters know if the Splitlanders show up, basically.
And the group right now is standing. Are we in the market, or did we like move into a room or a stall or an alley or something where we're kind of out of sight?
Right now, you are near the door that heads into the hallway that heads towards Neil's office.
Okay, so I would.
Yeah.
I would cut around the corner or something, not in sight of the the office door. Estrella will lean against the wall and kind of go into Slurp's senses and listen to the conversation for any specifics.
And he's a millipede on the floor right now.
Invisible millipede.
Oh yeah.
It's invisible.
Yeah.
All right. So, Patience basically, she seems a bit annoyed at Neil, and she says, I have my people looking around for them. I know you wouldn't lie to me, Neil, after all the favors I've done you and your little organization here. So I think I'm just going to wait for a while to see what they find. I'm sure you don't mind. He says, you can wait. My office is always open to you. He says, I completely denounce any violence against your family, patients. It's abhorrent, and of course it is bad for the city to have this sort of thing happen. And she just sort of eyes him a bit and says, indeed it is. And just sits down. She says, I
All right.
really hope I don't find out you've been hiding them in the black market somewhere. It
All right.
wouldn't do well for
I think I would
anyone.
come back to my senses at this point, and I would tell the group what I heard, and I'd say, look, we don't need to lose any allies that we've got helping us, or hurt, get Neil in trouble here so that he'll help us again in the future. Maybe we should consider either popping back to the tower or entering the mansion or something like that.
Agreed. Yeah.
We
I mean,
don't-
she's got
we
to
don't
give
know-
up and leave eventually, right?
Right, but we don't know what magic these guys she has searching for us might be able to use, and if we hang out here in the market, we risk that, something we don't think of they use to find us.
Okay.
What
well,
about Leroux? Boulder Bottom says.
Yeah, and
She
Boris.
might be in the market someplace. Didn't you say you detected her somewhere close?
Did I? I thought I didn't detect her.
You didn't detect shock down here.
Right. Well, that was before Garen and Jovi went to visit him. That was
I
like the previous
think,
day, wasn't it?
We
Someone's...
found out that she had been this was where she was when she got captured, because we sent a message to her, so we thought we could pick up a trail.
I see.
Unless we sensed her nearby too.
Oh, so that's right. We contacted her and she doesn't know where she is, but she kind of told us a little bit of what she remembered, right?
She was jumped
Okay.
in the black market, yeah.
Well, if we hang out here, I'm afraid that we're going to get jumped in the black market. I think perhaps since we know her people are right here, right now, actively looking, that we should maybe consider popping out.
Yeah, we've
Not
got our
permanently, but yeah.
disguises back on, right?
Yes,
I
we
would
are
imagine we would
disguised.
if we were wandering around the black market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't
we
see
paid
her in
someone.
the prison, right? Boulder Bottom says to Jovi. There were no drow in the prison at the castle.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
And it seemed like what the circumstances or the how she was being held didn't seem so official.
Yeah.
Aye, so I doubt it's Patience that has her. But she might have her soon if she's been taken by mercs. I bet there's a pretty good bounty on her head, along with the rest of us. I don't know.
Well,
I feel bad leaving if she's still down here somewhere.
Well, we can't help her if Patience gets hold of us. And we did ask.
We
have both Neil and Master Symphony, looking out to see if they can find her and the rest of our people.
True.
Aye, there's some wisdom in that. So where do we go?
Do we go to the tower tonight, and then hopefully when we return in the morning, with the money for Boris, maybe she'll be gone? I mean, there's only so much left, like Neil flexing his pecs at her, that she can stand.
Yeah. We could check in with Neil before we come back. Magically, perhaps, I think. Obviously, I'm speaking for you, Glenn, since that's your magic, but...
I'm sure we can make that work.
All right. Do you want to do the teleport right from here, or should we go find a tree?
Well, where are we going exactly? We have the mansion, we have the tower.
Well, we need the money from the tower to pay this lawyer. Anyway, so we probably would have had to pop back there at some point, no matter what.
Well, I don't think we should teleport right in the middle of the market. Maybe...
we could run in an alley or side... Okay, if we're in the middle, then yeah, let's move.
Maybe a tree, yeah.
Maybe a tree, or if we're gonna... I'd love to go back to the forest. We could go back to our rooms, but at this point that might be dangerous if... Well, I guess Patience, if she knew Neil had given us room, she'd be a lot more angry at him.
Yeah.
So maybe they'd be safe, I don't know.
We're either going to the... we're going to the tower, right?
Yeah, let's go to the tower
Yeah,
for now.
yeah,
We
tower.
just need to go find a tree unless Glenn wants to do his teleport. I'm always happy to do it. We just have to get to a tree for me to do it because your magic is a higher level than mine, so it's always nice to keep yours in our pocket.
Yeah, if we're able to, I can always use mine in a pinch. But
All right. Let's
All right.
move carefully. Act nonchalant, but use caution and get to the nearest exit to the top side.
All right. So you're trying to sneak out of the black market.
Yeah, and we all paid for. Well, actually, I don't know if Jovi and Garen did, but the others of us paid someone to do disguises on us this morning, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we have our disguise.
Estrella definitely did. She paid someone before she went shopping for stuff.
I have. Wait, how long does disguise self last?
The spell?
I gotta check.
I think it's like an hour.
Yeah,
Or 8 hours. I don't know.
it is. Doesn't say.
It should say under the duration.
It's 1 hour.
Duration 1 hour. There we go. 1 hour.
All right.
Last 1 hour.
Yeah. Do you have disguise self as a spell?
I do, yeah.
All right.
And I can cast it as
So you are in public right
once.
now.
It,
It might attract attention if you use magic. You can
Let's
do
just
it,
pull
but
up. Just pull up your hood and let's keep our heads down.
I do have I am proficient in disguise kit. If anybody has one. Let me see if I.
so you could.
Oh yeah, I do have one. Yeah,
You
Very
could use
useful.
a disguise kit. That would take a little bit more time. You would just need a spot to, work on yourself. Someplace private where people don't see you doing it. I guess, you wouldn't have necessarily known you needed a disguise today.
I mean,
Alright. Well, why don't we just
we
say you're
didn't wanna
trying
go
to
into the
sneak
block.
out?
Yeah. Well, I mean, those of us who knew, who's obviously Malin or Garen and Jovic went to the prison, and now Patience knows what they look like. So I don't know if they're disguised or not. But the rest of us have been being careful about staying disguised. And I thought I had asked Neil for one of his people this morning, to re-up those disguises.
Alright, well, I think, you would know if you have a disguise. I'll trust your memory. But...
Well, and also Estrella can go invisible whenever she wants, so.
Yeah, but that would be, spell casting. I'll say if you're disguised, I'll take up to 2 stealth checks from the group at advantage. For trying
You know what?
to...
Let me also... Why I didn't think about this immediately, but let's go ahead and do also Pass Without Trace.
So you are going to spell cast in public.
Again,
Can
I
we
thought
go
we had
somewhere?
stepped into an alley, but I guess, yeah.
I mean, the black market is basically a big room with some connecting hallways. There aren't really alleys
Alright.
underground.
Let's go into one of those connecting hallways then.
Okay. So you make
And
your
we've-
way off to the side, attempting to cast some spells.
Yeah, when we've gotten a decent distance away from the bustle and no one's in sight, then I'll do the Pass Without Trace, and we can continue heading towards the
Alright, so
Yeah,
as you're looking around for a side door, there is the one that goes back to your room. Most of the other side doors are locked. But I'll say as you're going through the market, you would notice a group of people that actually might look familiar to you. I'll say, let's see, Glenn and Uslag. I believe you were around back then. Intelligence checks or history checks, if you have history, might reveal something here.
Not bad for his log.
Oh, Glenn is he's got a razor sharp memory. So you think these people, well armed and armored, are mercenaries. The symbol they wear reminds you of the symbol that Shade had. You think these are agents of the Steel Shadow.
Oh,
A
Shade.
whole bunch of them. These guys don't look like they're incognito, though. They seem more like foot soldiers. There's a bunch of them in the market, which is a little weird. Do you want to do anything or just kind of keep going? They don't
Did I
seem
make
to
that
know
connection
each other.
with an 11 or no? Probably
That
not.
was Glenn who remembered.
Yeah. Okay.
So I guess, Glenn, do you want to say anything or you just kind of keep going?
I would say something.
Alright, so Glenn kind of points them out and whispers maybe Steel Shadow.
Yeah. Didn't the Archmage say something about them being connected with the Blackwaters? I remember him saying something about that, I think. So we might want to.
Should we split up? Keep some of us with Glenn and some of us with me to make it easier for us to not draw attention?
Maybe.
Well, we got our disguises. The only one that's in jeopardy right now could be Jovi. At least until we get him his own disguise. Give me, I'll say, to avoid possibly being spotted here, up to 2 stealth checks from the group. You're trying that kind of help. There's one. So Jovi kind of quickly directs everyone off to the side. I don't think he's going to be at 34.
I tried to do stealth on Raldo, but it just gives me an error. Because he has +9.
Error.
Yeah, I think his buttons are broken.
Should I roll?
So that would be 18 plus 9 for Raldo.
Oh, right.
There is a... Oh my gosh. What is going on here?
Raldo's broken.
Are there 2 different Raldos? Why am I seeing 2 different sheets?
Raldo and Baldo.
Baldo.
Maybe he does have a twin out there, like as Trey was saying. Could be our new hireling.
That's so friggin' weird. It's gonna drive me crazy.
I'm gonna have Slurp. He's back in his ooze form, but he's still invisible. I'm gonna have him head over to one of the stalls nearish to where the Steel Shadow happen to currently be searching or passing or whatever. And he's gonna try and I don't know, pluck the apple at the bottom of the pile so that everything tumbles down. Something like that. Like cause a big commotion at one of the stalls. That's away from us.
Nice.
Sorry. Well, I mean, you already snuck by. I'm just trying to...
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah, well, you got a 34. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
It's actually a 44. Well, unless I didn't cast the Pass Without Trace.
No, you didn't yet.
Okay. I'll put that spell slot back.
Okay, let me see if that fixed it. Alright, that might have fixed it. Alright, see if his buttons work now. You might need to grab a new token.
Yeah, so when I open the one that's under non-player characters, I don't have access. The one I opened earlier, I opened by clicking on the token that you had on the home screen, and that one I had access to, but I don't see it in the journal.
All right, you should see it now.
Okay, now it's refreshing, yeah. Let me open that one back up again.
Just want to make sure this is working.
Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this, though. Yeah, I do see it. Oh, it's not an NPC sheet. Yeah, it's a new sheet, right?
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
one I did actually remake.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I see it
All
now.
right,
So
so you sneak out of the area as several of the Steel Shadow people look on. You said you wanted to make your way to a side room to cast a spell.
no, I mean, I don't know. Like, if there are side rooms, if there are alleys, if there are ways where we're not standing around in public when we cast, then yes. Otherwise, no. We're gonna act nonchalant and move towards an exit.
All right. So yeah, with Jovi very carefully watching the path and kind of directing you guys, you would make your way out one of the exits and come back into the overworld. Luckily,
I
the
would.
Steel Shadow did not notice your exit.
All right. I would walk leisurely towards the nearest tree.
All right, and you're going to go back to the tower.
Correct.
All right, so you enter into one of the trees using your transport via plant spell. The group is taken back to your base. Alright, so you teleport to the area outside the tower. Things seem quiet here. What do you want to do?
It's evening, right?
Yes, it's pretty late in the day.
I guess we kind of wait it out here and head back in the morning. Hopefully they'll have moved on.
Yeah, I think so. We can
so-
contact Neil in advance, perhaps, as well, to get a heads up for the situation.
Yeah. Should we get our bag sorted? Again, I know we dropped some things off. I haven't had my armor, but
Agreed. Let me pull it up.
we're going to be
here.
sneaking through the city again when we go back. Might need to do that again. I don't know.
Well, first off, we need to get the gold. What gold do we need for Boris? What were the prices? I can't
Oh,
remember. Or
a
did we get
lot,
it?
but I don't know.
I don't even know if we got a quote yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were
All
supposed to get one from Neil, but that never panned out.
because patients
Mhm.
showed up. All right.
Yeah. Well, we could
Let's-
message him, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know if she's got any way of detecting if someone is.
And we should probably take him some extra gold when we go back as well, because he, so far has proven trustworthy, and I'm sure that's because he expects us to continue paying him.
Yes, that's how Neil works.
But as long
yeah,
as we know that's
happy
how
to-
he works, then we can
Yeah.
use him.
Exactly. He's. I like being able to know what to expect. So, yeah, let's just get whatever money we can.
All right, let's see. What do we have in the bag that we can leave at the tower? I'll spend some time sorting through that if you guys want to do any scenes with
Yeah.
the tower folks.
All right, so we passing time this evening at the tower, just staying here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. is passing as it gets later. I don't think. Well, I guess you're in the mountains. You can say your survivors can hunt food, so you don't have to do rations.
Yeah, I could do Goodberry anyway if we needed it.
Alright, so the rest of the day would pass without issue. It's now midnight. You're getting ready to rest for the evening.
That's good.
Alright, Jovi, where are you
Yeah.
sleeping in the tower?
I think. Let me. Whoa, which time? I think I zoomed out.
I don't know if he's seen the
There we
map
go.
yet or not.
Why is it? The game's like. When it's being weird, I can't. Why is it doing that? Every time I try to drag the map, it's like doing weird things.
Oh,
Can't even find the tower.
What browser are you using?
Firefox.
Oh, okay, weird. I know Opera sometimes has a weird glitch like that. When you try to move the map, it like freaks out. So you can't try
Okay,
refreshing.
I'm gonna. I fixed it. I just started using the sliders instead.
Okay.
I
think you have your old token in the tower,
Yeah, I'm switching it.
which I think I
should
need
put my
to
new
set
one.
up this new one. So let me do that for you really quick. Do you have dark vision?
120 feet.
What race are you again?
I am variant, or not? Yeah, variant, or not variant. Custom lane,
Can they get 120 feet?
and then I
thought
have
they could-
umbral sight.
Oh,
They get
that's why.
60, but I have umbral sight.
Umbral sight, that's why. I was gonna say, I didn't think any race had that high. That makes more sense.
So I'm gonna say I'll sleep in the library. Set up a lair.
Alright, there are some bedrooms.
Is there?
Yeah, there's
there
like kind
is.
of like a bunker area or bunk area down here. I guess you can set up your tent in the library, but there are some
Is there
free rooms.
any untaken room? Let's see. Okay. I'll just take here.
So you're sleeping there. So the night is passing.
Okay, so I moved some platinum coins to our bag and some more gold, but honestly, most of the weight that's in our bag right now is already gold, so we really can't carry very much of the gold that we have at the tower with us. But we've got a chunk in the bag now and some platinum.
We still have our.
Actually,
What else
does
do we have in
does
the?
everyone want to put some gold in their pockets too?
Yeah, Usla can take some more.
How much would you like?
She also has. I mean, she does have. She's got like 291 that she could get, like, contribute towards Boris.
You've got plenty of carry capacity left, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Can you add 500? You want to do that?
Let's see.
Or yeah, okay. So then let me subtract that. Glenn, do you want to carry some? You don't want to be burdened, but like let's put some coin in all our pockets just to kind of augment what we have to work with when we're back in the city.
I don't know if Glenn's paying attention.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see how many. Much do I have on me?
And how about you, Jovi? Would you want some coin?
I have, I think, 90 on me.
Can you carry 500? Or would that encumber you?
How much does that weigh?
It's 2 pounds for 100.
2 pounds for. So that would be 10 pounds. So I think I could carry that much.
Okay, I'll subtract that. And Glenn?
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to put in the numbers, see how the weight goes.
Yeah, Australia can't carry very much. She's pretty weak. Let me see what she's got. Well, I guess she had a couple hundred that she paid Neil with, so I guess I could replace that.
You can give me 500.
Okay, take that. I'm subtracting it.
Okay, so I got
And
740
then
on me.
that puts us at 39, and then if I take, I'll do 300, and that puts us at 33. Okay. All right, so we should at least have money to pay people off and buy lawyers when we go back.
So, during the night, I'll say, Jovi, you are sleeping in your bed when you're not sure why, but you're suddenly kind of startled awake, feeling very uncomfortable, a cold chill down your spine. It's dark. You can kind of see with your dark vision, but you hear those whispers that you heard from before. And standing across the room near the door is a figure who you feel like you recognize. He says, after all the work we've done, you end up here.
Who are you?
Do you remember why you left the Shadowfell? Do you remember what you're searching for?
Not entirely, but I think it was to fight the children of the shadow.
He kind of smirks. He says, and why? Why do you want to fight them? Do you remember anything about your motivations?
Well, they did this to me, and he'll hold up his arm and like his metal like enhancements.
He says, is that what you remember? And the whispers seem to grow louder. He says, I need you to focus, to really focus. I was able to help you last time when the circle of truth was about to expose you. He says, but I won't always be there. He says, moving forward, you have to be much more careful. Our mission is too important for mistakes.
Careful of what? What mission?
Ooh, you suddenly hear an owl screech sitting on your dresser. A white owl screeches at you, kind of startling you. He says, just be more careful. This might be the last time I can help you. My power is already waning, and as I said, this mission is too important for mistakes.
Okay.
And there is another who kind of startling you, and again you wake up in a cold sweat, but no one is actually in your room. You may have been dreaming. Or something. It's a little confusing to you. What do you want to do? Or are you just going to go back to bed?
I think I'll just sit up and just try to get my mind off it and do something else. So I'll like grab like one of my guns and just start brandishing it.
You do notice as you wake up the second time, the sounds of whispers kind of fade as you wake up. So you wonder if you actually heard them or if they were part of the dream.
Okay.
Alright, so you clean up your guns a bit, thinking, trying to figure out who that was that spoke to you, what that owl was all about. Nothing else happens that evening, so the night would pass. Go ahead and long rest if you need it.
All right, what's the plan, guys?
Get our disguises back on, for one.
Yeah, that's right. And we've got our guy here for that, don't we?
Yeah.
Can we take him with us this time?
Yeah, that
Alright,
would be
it's
good.
now the 21st of summer at 7 a.m. Oh, I mean, you could bring him with you, yeah. He's not really
It was Drovo Quarik.
Yeah.
Did you bring your Midnight Pyre spies back here? The 4 survivors?
Also, yeah.
Okay.
If they were with us the first time we returned with Aramis, then yes. If they were the ones that we didn't meet again until we found Ruby, then actually I don't think they were with us just now when we decided to pop out of Tyvanis.
Oh, were they were still in
Were
the
they the
black
ones that were
market?
with
First.
Ruby? Were they the ones that had Ruby when we came back and reunited Ruby
Yeah.
with the
Yes.
others? Because if so, I think they're still there then.
Okay.
Alright,
But
so
we need
then-
to, yeah, sorry about that.
So then they did not come back with you. But you said you are going to bring who was it? Drovo?
Yeah. And we'll tell him about the dangers, and he can basically just slink around the market like a, a nobody, of the underworld and not really be seen with us and, just meet up with us like if we need his services,
He says, no problem. I can lay low. Even give myself a disguise.
Perfect.
Alright, so he's gonna make some disguise kit checks. Who is he disguising today?
Everyone?
Yeah, I'd imagine everyone.
Also, are we leaving Ruby here? I think we should.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
Maybe safer too.
Slug will introduce her to some of the Suntooth clan. Maybe they can keep her entertained.
do we have a character sheet for Ruby?
I don't think so.
Alright, I'll just
I've never seen you pop up a picture at least.
I think Aramis gave me a picture. I just don't remember if we actually made a sheet. Let me see, maybe. Let me see if she pops up somewhere. No, I don't think I made a sheet. So let me do that.
Have we been paying upkeep? I feel like we got bad at that. I was just I was just noticing that Drovo costs $5 a day or 5 gold a day, so we should probably give him a purse.
Yeah.
It's fine. You could say you just like pay for his level ups or something.
Okay. Just tell me what we need to pay him, and I can
Maybe
spec it.
maybe he'll ask for a split every now and then if he's
Okay.
with you.
Sounds good.
Alright, give me a sec. Let me see if I can. I'll just quickly make a picture of Ruby or a character sheet for her. Or did he put a picture in the chat somewhere? I could have sworn he gave me a picture.
I mean, we could probably let's build character sheets outside the session. I don't know that we want to
spend that time necessarily during the session.
Well, you guys just tell me what you want to do, and we could do it.
Let's get
I'm waiting for you.
ready to go.
Let me know.
So yeah, we'll introduce Ruby to our wizard that's keeping the tower and other NPCs here and the Suntooth clan. Make sure she's comfortable.
Okay.
What's the wizard's name? I've forgotten.
Slovic.
Slovic, yeah.
Yeah, I had to think for a second because we have Thovic as well.
Yeah, a lot of similar
Yeah.
names.
Slovic would tell you the tower has been. There's no issues. He's been keeping things running.
Well, I don't think we have too much else to do here.
Yeah, I think we need to go back
So-
for our Silent Circle agents and for LaRoe if we can find her, and
To pay Neil for Boris.
pay Neil to keep being on our side, and for Boris. And yeah, go from there. Did we ever track down Uvek? No, we didn't. I think we
No word on
couldn't find him.
Uvek.
Yeah, we couldn't
Yeah.
find him. Yeah. So, well, I guess we gave his name to Master Symphony. So I guess
Yeah,
that's
I
the
think
best
we
bet
would
of
have given
news
him.
on him. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone that we knew by name that was involved or part of the hall, then
Yeah.
they're on
Okay.
his list.
All right, let's go see if we can get the Silent Circle folks and maybe LaRoe out today, and then pay for Boris and Neil's continued loyalty.
All right.
All right,
Let's
so
go.
you're
Where were
teleporting
we?
back.
Anywhere
Yes.
particular you guys think we should appear, or any requests or preferences?
I'm not sure about teleporting into the black market, but if we want to do the tree and sneak through
Sure.
the city again.
Yeah, let's
Our-
go to like a different park in a different area of the city than the one that I've used the last couple times, just to mix things up and keep us from accidentally like establishing patterns.
Very
Alright.
wise.
So you are using again transport via plants. Level 6
Yes.
spell.
Yeah, I guess I need to expend that. Click that. Do my long rest as well. There we go. And that does mean that I can't get us out today. So Glenn, keep yours handy.
Alright, so once again, using the plants, you go through a portal, returning to Tyvanus. And where did you say you were going from there?
Australia's been all over the city at this point. So like just a different park than the ones that. So we came in like a northwesterly park the last time, and then we left via like one there towards the southeast. So maybe something in the northeast this time or something like that.
I think you have 2 trees in the city right now.
I do, but like she's been all over the city. And I mean, I didn't mark the extra ones, but that's fine. If we need to use one of the ones that I specifically marked, then let's go to the northwest one in the middle of
Okay.
that big park.
Alright, so yeah, you re-enter and you're heading back to the black market.
I think let's give Drovo like a little map that we've drawn up and, instructions about like some of the entrances and exits from the black market that we know of, and have him kind of leave the forest separately from us. Like, we don't want him to be seen with us. I know he's in disguise, but like, we want to keep him on the down low. He's not a combatant. No reason for him to be associated with our group. We just want him in the city should we need his services.
He says, well, I don't know if they'll just let me into the black market not knowing who I am. But I can be, I don't know, somewhere in the city. Maybe I'll hang out at the inn, and if you need me, you can
Yeah,
come
I'll give him a purse. Let me give him like 50 gold, and he can hang at the inn until we need him.
Alright, so
Yeah.
you will...
Probably best we don't, linger in the black market anyway, overnight.
The more we come, the more people coming and going from there, the more possibility that someone might get suspicious or someone might, ask for identification or whatever,
All right, so he heads over
while they're looking for us.
to the inn to hang out. All right, and the rest of
I hope
you?
he doesn't have a drinking problem when we go to when we need him. He's all like passed out.
Oh no.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just waiting for you guys. Where do you want to go?
So yeah, let's carefully, inconspicuously make our way to. Well, I don't know. Glenn, do you think we should contact Neil first and get the lay of the land? Or what are your thoughts?
I can try and do that. I cast sending to Neil and say, let's see. Hey Neil, is Patience there? What's everything look like? Is it safe?
So he would respond, the Steel Shadow are in the market. Patience is no longer here. They are searching for you.
Okay. You can't relay that to everybody, obviously.
I don't know. Anybody got plans on how we might... Do we want to go in as a group? Do we want to split up? Do we want to keep looking for Leroux? Do we know how to get in touch with our... I imagine we know where to find the Silent Circle folks, because they were hiding out with Ruby when we came last time, right?
Yeah, well, they were in your room. You don't know where they are now. I mean, at this point, your room might be compromised, so you're just hoping.
Yeah, someone might have.
Okay.
Yeah,
are they?
Hopefully, they would have.
Does anyone know they're even with us? Because they were kind of operating separately from us the whole time we were in the city before. So I don't know if they're being hunted or not. Yeah.
It's hard to say. You know, at one point, one of them died to help everyone escape. So they were, at least, they were being chased. But you don't know if they have their exact identities.
Right. Do you guys? I could do some location magic, but it's kind of a waste if we're not at least a little bit closer to where we think we might find someone. What do you guys?
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Any plans?
Well, sneak around the black market. I think that's that's the only plan I've got.
Okay. Yeah. We've got totally new disguises. There's only 4 of us at the moment. So we're kind of like a different number and mix of people than might be getting looked for. Let's just try to be cool.
I mean, when we're in the black market, maybe we could sort of stay somewhat separate.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We can pair off, maybe.
Yeah. Once we're down there, and yeah, I can see if I can pick up a trail for Leroux. We can keep an eye out for our Silent Circle spies, although maybe they're in disguise now. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, once we're down there, if we can find a nook or somewhere that's safe for me to cast, then I could try locating them.
All right, so you're heading over
let's do it.
there. The city seems fairly normal. It's not like there's as many guards as there were before. It seems like things have calmed down a bit over the last few days. You re-entered the black market. As you do, you would notice there is a Steel Shadow guard kind of standing at the entrance. The gatekeeper just kind of, as you enter, he would say, who are you guys? Who are you with?
With the Blood Hand. Got some business with Neil.
He says names.
Neil calls me old lady.
Yeah. Luna.
He looks at his list. He said you're Blood Hand, you're part of the guild.
Contracted.
So I don't see any Luna or old lady coming in today.
I'll kind of go over to where, like, is he holding the list in his hand, or is it on like a podium or table in front of him, or?
Yeah, he's sitting down kind of at a desk near the entryway, and there's
All
a
right. How
scroll
close
with a
is
bunch of names on it.
How close is the Steel Shadow Guard?
He's sort of like half paying attention, standing near the entrance to the actual market.
I'll like kind of a dodgery old lady, kind of like just go over to like next to the guard that's checking his list, and kind of like just like kind of peer at the list, and I'll be like, there, and I'll like kind of put my hand like between him and the paper that he's holding, and like touch the paper to kind of like, wait, that's me, and I would like have a platinum piece in my hand that I like set against the table and or against the scroll he's holding, and then kind of pull my hand away so that it kind of like slides down to the bottom of the scroll or something, like where he could easily pick it up.
Give me a sleight of
I don't know.
hand check.
I'm not exactly like a thief, but I feel like I could do that without like, if the guy's not paying attention and it's like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm not good at this. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Alright, so he looks at you for a moment. He kind of gives a bit of a look at the rest of you, and kind of looks over his shoulder at the Steel Shadow Guard. He says, oh, yeah, here we are. Old lady and Luna, this must be you guys. Yeah, go ahead, head right in. You might want to check in with your people, though. Make sure they have you, they give more clear directions as to when you're coming in next time.
Of course, thank you. You have a lovely day.
Says, yeah, you too. So yeah, the Steel Shadow Guard doesn't pay much mind. He's just kind of sitting there, kind of watching the market more than watching the door. So what do you do?
When we get kind of out of earshot of the Steel Shadow Guard, what do you guys think? Should we split into pairs, perhaps? One pair go to Neil, the other pair search for Leroux and the Silent Circle folks?
Yeah, how should we? I mean, should we question people like at the stalls?
Oh, I thought you were gonna kind of maybe like try and pick up Leroux's trail, maybe,
Yeah,
or
yeah. That's what I can do. I'm guessing some
who do we think would
of
be
you
best?
looking at.
Who do we think would be
uh,
best at each job? Jovi, what do you think? What would you like to do?
I don't really know. I don't know anything.
We could come with. Well, I think Uslog's the best to maybe see if she can pick up anything from Leroux's trail. And Glenn's got that silver tongue. Maybe Glenn and Uslog should do that, and then you and I can go pay off a crime boss and go from there.
Yeah, you all take care of Boris
Hiring a
and
lawyer.
yeah, take care of Boris and finding the spies. Is that what you said?
Do you want me to take the bag with me, Uslog, just in case I need to pull anything from it?
Sure. I've got money and I have. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take
Got
the bag
everything I
and I'll tuck it like under my like top layer of skirts and stuff, like under tight to my belt.
Okay. All right.
All right, so I guess Jovi, we'll start with you. What are you doing? Did you say you were staying with them, or are you going to do something else?
I'd just stay with them.
Yeah, I think he was going to go with Estrella.
Okay, so he's going with Estrella. So I guess what is Estrella doing?
Come on, youngling, let's meander around the market like we're supposed to be here, but we're really just making our way over to Neil's office. So we will very roundaboutly shop and make our way to Neil's office.
Alright, so you are moving around the market. There are still some Steel Shadow here, though not nearly as many. As you head over to Neil's office, there are a couple of guys that are looking around, possibly for you. So give me a stealth check as you're trying to avoid them. Again, I'll give you advantage because you have your disguises. It's a lot harder for them to find you. All right. So yeah, you again with Jovi's extremely potent abilities here,
Yeah.
you managed to just slip past into Neil's area, and you make your way to his office. As you knock the door, and he says, "Come in." He would, I guess, probably not recognize you and say, "Do I know you?"
Your barbarian friend sent us. Remember me?
Barbarian friend. He says, "Oh, wait. Are you part of the group? Is that a new disguise?"
Yeah, of course.
Oh. He says, "All right."
I mean, because
well,
Estrella only met him the once, so I figured he'd referencing Uslug without naming her was probably the best way.
he says, "Well, shut the door. It's
Yep.
it's dangerous out there." He says, "Where did you guys go yesterday?"
Well, we are aware you entertained a guest, and we thought that ensuring that her people didn't find anything was best for everyone. So
He says, well, it might have been a good call, though I do have some possibly bad news and some good news. He
Let's
says,
hear it.
We have your spies. They're safe. We have them in hiding.
Excellent.
That would be Glenn's people, I believe his name was. The bad news is your friend, I believe, was captured. The one you were
Which
looking
one?
for.
Oh. Any word on who captured her or where they might be holding her?
Says, well, the Steel Shadow had captured her. We didn't know where they were keeping her, and I think she was handed off to patients last night. We don't know where she is anymore.
So the Steel Shadow presence in the market is definitely hired by Blackwater.
He nods. He says, you guys probably should leave. It's probably
It's interesting
best.
because
Yeah.
It's interesting because our barbarian friend has actually had positive dealings with the Steel Shadow in the past and has some contacts with them, but apparently they're still for hire.
He nods. He says, well, it's a mercenary group, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing whatever faction you're on good terms with might not be the same ones who are hired by or who were hired by patients.
Of course.
Well, we wanted to stop back in and make sure that we get the right representation hired for Shock. We were going to come visit you yesterday and, get some
right.
quotes on that. And
Says,
we, obviously weren't able to,
Boris said he has some favors he can pull, or some favors he can call in, which can probably get Shock out of trouble. But he would need at least 2,000 gold pieces. He says it is less about giving him a good defense and more about talking to people in high places to fix this.
Is he, would you hire him? Would you pay him for this if you needed the same services?
Says, yeah, we use Boris all the time. Granted, this is a little bit more gold than we usually pay him. But
well, we're wanted. I was expecting to be extorted.
Says, yeah, you have powerful enemies. So.
All right. How about this? I'm going to give 1,500 now, and we will pay another 1,500 when he does his best in procuring the best possible outcome for Shock. And here's a little extra for you. And she'll give a separate purse of 500 to Neil because we very much appreciate your conversation with Patience yesterday.
He seems a little confused. He says, well, I just need the 2,000 for now, just so he can basically call in the favors he needs. I mean, I guess if you want to give me more money later, that's fine. Do you have the 2,000?
Well, I pretty much just put 2,000 on his desk, but what I was what I was proposing was that we will pay him more than his asking price, if he does a good job. Like we want it we're incentivizing. We like having allies and we appreciate your loyalty.
He says, all right, well, I'll let him know. I think he should be able to get what you need with this 2,000. But
But you're much better at this.
if you give him more money, he's definitely not going to turn it away. He says, all right, well, I'll get this delivered and get things going for Shock. Unfortunately, I don't know what I can do about your drow friend. She's kind of disappeared.
Oh, wait. Is the drow friend the one that got captured by... Wait. Sorry, is Laro a drow?
Yeah, she was a drow.
Okay, sorry. For a second there, I thought we were talking about Ayara. All right, Laro's a drow as well. Okay.
No.
So Laro...
He would be with us. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Ayara said she was kind of getting out of town.
I don't know where the other drow is. Ayara.
Oh, I'm sure she can take care of herself. She's probably better off than most of us when she needs to lay low. Please keep your ears open. You know that we will make it worth your while if you're able to help our people in any way. We're still looking for, and I'll name off like Uvek and a few other people from the Splitlander Guild as well and describe them.
All right. He says, well, I can keep an ear out for your people, but I mean, if we haven't come upon them yet, then they're probably not down here.
Well, I didn't mean just down here. I'm just saying. I know you got some power in the city and some
city.
contacts around.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not.
We'll
I'm not expecting you to risk your neck, but if you get any information, we will, make it worth your while, and we appreciate you.
He nods. All right. What about Uslog? What is she up to?
Well, she would be searching for any sort of sign of like if there had been a scuffle or anything that might have left behind some sort of trail for Laro.
So the marketplace has a lot of people walking around.
Yeah, I figured I wouldn't really be able to pick up an actual trail, which is why I was suggesting to Glenn to like maybe speak with some of the shopkeepers and try to get an idea maybe of maybe they've seen maybe they saw some sort of altercation or something, sort of chase.
Yeah, sure. Is Glenn there?
Not sure if he's back yet.
Guessing he is not. Well, is there anything that you want to try to do without Glenn?
I mean, she's not so great at talking to people, but she could try that. Pretend she's shopping. Ask if there's, just kind of, has there been any excitement down here lately? That kind of thing.
I guess give me a persuasion check.
Alrighty.
As you start asking around. Okay. So you spend an hour asking around. Unfortunately, no one has seen anything. And I'll say at this point...
That's why I have you with me, Glenn.
Jovi and Estrella have rejoined you. So it's about 9:30.
I would share the updates on Laro and on the Silent Circle spies, and that we've paid for Boris to.
Oh, and Neil is ready to secretly get the Silent Circle people out of here.
Could we have established how to tell him when we're ready to get them out?
Yes. So you just have to let him know when you guys are leaving, and he'll sneak them out.
I'll tell him that I will send Slurp, and I will introduce him to Slurp. Slurp will go visible to slosh around happily and wave a little appendage made of goo.
All right. So yeah, what do you want to do at this point? It's about 9:30.
I mean, I guess the trail's cold. I mean, we know Laro's with patients now. So there's what else can we do for her? I mean, besides storming.
Yeah, exactly. Storming the estate again while it's as heavily, on high alert as it is.
Yeah. I don't like leaving her in Patience's hands, but
perhaps we can update our other allies. I advised Neil that anything he learns that might be of use, we would make it worth his while. We could also similarly update the Archmage and Lady Avenhart
Again, not because we're asking them to take direct action, but because they may end up with information that could give us a plan, you know, if they're aware and looking out, listening out, you know.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
But I think we have to rely on Glenn for that kind of communication. So
I mean, do we have a way? Yeah, we can just. We don't want to just walk into the Phoenix Guild, but
no, I think we should do it via Glenn's magical
Sending.
communications, don't you think?
Yeah.
So hanging around the city is dangerous. The only thing we could do for Leroux is storm the estate, which is unlikely to be a good idea right now with them on high alert.
I mean, do you think that they're keeping her at the estate?
We don't know.
I mean, maybe they've got some.
I mean, I could try a location
holding
magic, but
house or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But even if I located her, it would only confirm. It wouldn't give us a plan.
Why don't we try to contact her again? Boulder Bottom says, using that magic of yours.
We need
Yeah.
of Glenn's magic, yeah.
Man, sending is such a useful spell. Yeah, I think we need to contact her. We need to contact Tafia, and we need to contact Archmage.
What was the second one you said?
The Avonheart Lady Tafia
gotcha.
is her name.
Yeah,
I think.
Sorry. Yeah, agreed. But we can't be casting like that magic right here out in the open. Let's
Yeah. I
Do
think
we
should
want to? Do we want to get the Silent Circle folks and move on, or do we want to?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay, let's notify Neil. And can I make some purchases in the market of like I don't know, like street food or like treats or something, like baked goods or whatever, like some seller that sells like nom noms. I'll buy some stuff, and when we go to leave the market, I'm gonna like give the treats to the guy who let us in, and like there's a couple more platinum in there, and she'll give him a wink and a smile.
All right, sure.
But yeah, we'll. Sorry, go ahead.
So, what are you doing exactly? You're going to go see Neil?
I'm gonna send Slurp to notify Neil that we're ready to get the Silent Circle spies out.
Yeah, we just want to get out of here. Get them and get out of here.
And let me just double check if I'm high enough level. Can I speak through Slurp? Let me look here. I can't remember if I'm high enough, like enough warlock levels to do this. No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can speak through him. So, but yeah. I guess we do need to make our way back to Neil then. Yeah. Yeah, I think that must be a higher level thing that I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Okay, so we can just. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I can't send my Raven for another day. Otherwise, that would have been a good idea.
Right.
But I guess we just go sneak and see him.
I'm sorry this trip wasn't more productive for Leroux, for our search for Leroux, but at least we've set some other cogs in motion. Let's go get our people and get out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So as you are heading back to Neil's office, you come into the hallway, heading up there.
I'm gonna
and
send
you
Slurp ahead.
see some of the Steel Shadow guards coming down the hall from where he is. They would kind of stop as they notice you, and one of them would say, "There they are!" Somehow recognizing you guys.
They were coming out of Neil's office?
They're in the hallway leading to Neil's office.
Huh.
Oh, now my map's freaking out. What the heck?
How? Okay. All right. So
So
how big is this hallway? How long is this hallway? Is there anyone or anything else in this hallway?
Well, hang on. I'm trying to put you guys onto it, but it's freaking out for me.
I'm fine fighting some mercenaries. Don't feel as bad fighting them as guards. So,
Well, don't forget these are Shaith's allies, so we want to be cautious.
if I remember correctly, Shaith kind of left. I don't know if she was still connected with them. I know she was working with them back when we met her, but I don't think she was still.
Indicated that at least some members of the Steel Shadow were working with the Feywild, the Archfey, to fight against the Shadowlords. But maybe that's not the like Steel Shadow as a whole. Maybe that's just like a group of, you know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how extensive the network is, but
yeah,
they took money to try to hunt us down. So they're not just some guards.
No.
So
It never
me...
hurts to maybe just non-lethally knock them out. Uslog, I know you got the strength for that.
Give me initiative rolls, please.
All right. Can we change the map?
We did, didn't we?
Oh, maybe I need to reboot. I'm still on the tower. I'm still in Gravik Tower. let me refresh.
Yeah, you might need to refresh then.
I don't think Uslog actually ever did, except for that mage. She didn't strike the last blow on any of the guards at the Blackwater House.
Estrella did kill one person. The one that was like standing over Eli's unconscious body and wailing on him.
Yeah, she'll do what she can. For the most part, but.
All right, so I have Jovian. It's quite the initiative roll.
Yeah. All right, I gotta get like. Okay, where am I here?
Do you have advantage on your initiative roll, Jovian?
Yeah.
Oh, what's giving you advantage?
Let me find it. It's one of my features. Gives me permanent advantage on initiative. Something in. I think it's in assassin. Something like that.
Like an alert.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to do ability. There's that, and then initiative.
Remember to grab.
Not dread ambusher.
Yeah, I was just now going back for him.
During the first.
Go ahead.
Okay, you assassinate. You have advantage on initiative rolls.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He's gonna do initiative, and then I'm gonna be the 3. Okay, there we go. Initiative. Okay. Oh, that didn't.
So these guys appear to be. Yes.
It didn't roll my initiative. No, it didn't roll mine. Oh, it did. I'm on there. Okay. Interesting. It didn't show. Oh, there it is. Okay. My roll 20 is laggy.
These guys. Let's see. Yeah, they seem to somehow they seem to know who you are. Coming towards you, but Jovian, you would be the first to act. What do you want to do? They're drawing weapons and saying, "Stop them!"
And talking is a free action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do I kill them? Do we kill them?
Knock them out if you can, but
yeah,
kill them if you must. That would be Uslog's response.
Got it. Okay. So that's gonna be 3 rifle attacks. Because I get a 3rd attack if I'm first in initiative, or if I'm going against something that hasn't gone in initiative yet. So first, I'm going to find it.
Just because I haven't seen all these abilities yet.
I think that was part of the old Assassin Rogue too, wasn't it?
No, there wasn't an extra attack for going.
There we go.
There was something else. Oh, this is a Dread Ambusher.
Dread Ambush.
That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
At the start of your first turn, I gain extra 10 feet of movement speed, which lasts until the end of my
turn. You can make 1 additional weapon attack. Okay, as part of that action. And that attack gets you an extra D8. Alright, so is this your extra D8 attack?
Wait. Yes, yeah. At the Yeah, at the start of my first turn of combat, I can use that attack.
And who are you targeting?
So I will be targeting this person.
Yeah, there's two
And-
guards, guard-looking guys in the front. Behind them, there's a more heavily armored guard that looks a little bit more skilled. There's a huge Goliath dude, which almost looks like some kind of barbarian. There's someone with robes in the back, and there is a guy with a crossbow and a mask on with leather armor.
Actually, I think I'll go for this one then.
Alright, the veteran?
The one wearing the armor, you said.
Okay. So you aim and fire at him. Do you ignore cover by any
So,
chance?
It's either it's sharpshooter. Bypass cover.
Okay, so you have sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, go ahead, make your attack.
And then I do have 40 feet of movement that I'm going to use first. Is this
Okay.
hall dark?
No, there are torches. You should be able to see.
Okay, so I can just run down the hall. So I'm going to run 40 feet. Actually, I'm going to go to here. Can I take the... Is there enough space like here to hide?
Yeah.
In this
you
area
can,
here?
You can hide behind the corner here if you want.
You can like shoot around the
Okay,
corner.
so I'm going to
without
take...
leaving that
So,
space. Yeah.
bonus action hide.
Okay. So you stealth behind the
And
corner.
then I'm just going to shoot that first shot now.
Alright, go ahead.
So that is with advantage, because first round of combat I get advantage against enemies that haven't gone.
So wait, are you stealthing? Give me a stealth check.
Oh, stealth check.
Okay, so yeah, you do successfully hide. With advantage, you would get
And
a
then-
second roll.
That's a 29 hit.
What's the range on your weapon?
240, because, it's
not-
80 to 240,
Okay, so it's 80.
and then I also can attack I can ignore that range thing. I just go at 240 as the max range. Without this,
Okay, because of sharpshooter.
because it's sharpshooter.
And I just froze up.
Roll 20's been awful this week.
Yeah, let me refresh. I've noticed that as well. It's been even worse today. Alright. I wonder what they broke. Alright, so you fire your shot at the guy. You said you got a 29. Oh, and can you link sharpshooter really quick? Just want to check something.
Sharpshooter.
Or whatever feat you have that, yeah.
And then I also have the gunner feat doing similar stuff.
Alright. So 29 would strike the guy. Oh.
Okay.
So you do your normal damage plus
let
a
me-
d8.
So that is... Let me check. So that's sneak attack, because I have advantage. I had advantage.
Yeah.
So that's 3d8 plus 1d8 plus the regular damage.
Well, sneak attack is usually d6s, right?
Or, sorry, 3d6.
Yeah.
Let me roll. So, here's this. And then this. And did
Alright,
it roll those?
so 38 points of damage, it looks like.
Nice.
Oh. So he takes a shot and slightly wounded from it. Second attack.
So then that's gonna be another one.
23. Let's see. Alright, yeah, 23 is gonna strike as well. You fire a second time. So this time it's just the 2d10. Why is it plus 10?
+5 because it adds my dex modifier, and then +5 because it's a surprising strike.
Oh, let me see the surprising strikes thing.
Oh, wait. That's ignore 5 of that damage because I think that's only if I have sneak. If your sneak attack hits any target during that round, the target takes extra damage. Yeah.
Alright, so then he would take 22 on the
3.
second shot.
2. Got it.
Alright, anything else?
I get one more because I have action.
Alright, third shot. Alright, for this one, he is going to use his reaction to do counterattack. So as you fire at him, he kind of slow-mo sidesteps it, pulling his bow back, and counter-fires at you with his bow. 22, I believe, is going to hit you versus AC 20. Yeah, there's the torch right there.
I do have cover, right?
Yeah, you have cover, but that would still be a 22 with the +2.
Might
so
ignore it,
still
too.
Oh, yeah.
So he strikes you for 22 piercing, and your speed is reduced by 10. Anything else for you for this turn?
So both of those shots are slowing, so his speed is reduced by 10 for those. And then I do also have for each of those 2 shots, I have my maneuvers. And I have distracting strike. So he's going to take a d8 of extra damage. And
Wait, what?
and
Distracting strike? What do
here,
you
I'll
mean?
link it. It's a maneuver. This is
Oh,
from my fighter level.
You have to do that when you first hit. You can't do it at this point. It has to be...
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, so it's like before the result is declared. So after you hit him, you basically would say, I'm going to use a distracting strike as well.
Okay.
But once you declare the damage, you can't add it on later. Yeah.
Okay.
So, anything else?
So then that's my turn.
Okay, so Jovian, that's it for him. The commander actually goes next. He's going to use his bonus action to tactical charge, sprinting forward. 20, then he's going to... Oh, but wait, you slowed him, so you can only go up to 10. So he's going to go here. And I think he's going to fire at you again. Yeah, because you... Well, actually, he might go for an easier target. He says, they're hostile. Just take them down. No prisoners. And he's going to fire at Uslog.
It's not raging yet.
So he pulls out an arrow, firing over the rookie's shoulder. 20 versus AC.
Yep.
Alright, so that's going to strike you for 19 piercing, giving you a 10-foot speed decrease. He's going to fire a second time. That's a natural 1, so that misses. And a third shot, 26 is going to hit you, doing another 26 piercing. Ending his turn.
Ow.
Is Glenn back? Alright, well, the assassin is going to attempt to stealth. Let's see how he does. Attempting to disappear into the shadows right there. Yeah, 27, so he vanishes around the corner, kind of like what Jovi did. He's going to pop out, firing at Glenn. 24 is going to strike him, and Glenn would take 12 piercing and 23 poison. So 35. Which I'll just mark.
Yeah,
on his
he's
sheet.
not on even on initiative.
Oh.
Should we have him roll initiative anyway, just so we can, in case? 'Cause I feel like he would at least move or something, get out of the way, or something.
Yeah.
Not just stand there taking hits.
I guess we can put him in the background. Alright, so I'll say he would shoot Uslag instead then, doing 35.
Maybe she shoved him out of the way.
Get back, Glenn! Alright, that's it for the assassin.
Oh, how much damage did I take? That would have
35.
for that?
12 piercing, 23 poison.
Okay.
Unless you got resistances to any of those.
No, she is already looking rough. See one. Oh well, she would rage. I forgot it was my turn. I think I'm at 2 levels of wound. I was just gonna double check the math on that. So as her bonus action, she had to rage.
Yeah.
She can use half her movement speed, or you can move up to half your speed.
Alright, remember your speed's
can...
reduced by 10 right now.
Yeah, so with so with the 15 and then I would have 20 more. Or no, my total speed is reduced.
Yeah, your total is reduced by 10.
Yeah. Cool. So I can do maybe she should just throw things. At this point.
I just realized I didn't roll my cosmic omen today. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm gonna do that now.
No, you're good. I'm trying to get a thing. So my speed is 20. So then I can do 10 as my bonus action, and then and that doesn't take my. If I'm correct on this, it doesn't take my movement to do that. It's like extra
no, I
movement.
think that's part of your rage. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I still have 20.
So what's
speed.
your max? Your max is usually 40?
Oh, right. My max is not 30. My max is 40.
Yeah, so your max is 30 right now.
Yeah, so then 5 more of free, and then 20. No, 30 because
30, yeah.
Ah! Okay.
So you can actually run up and engage those 2 front guys.
Okay, thank you for that. I was getting confused. She is going to do that,
So
and she's
Slog's
gonna
limping a bit, running down the hall. Oh.
Yeah. So bonus action, and then she's going to attack with her greatsword. She is going to be trying to do non-lethal here, but this isn't going to get them anywhere close to that. And she's going to. Oh, she didn't declare it. So 21 hits.
So
this guy
21 is going to strike him. His AC 17.
Okay.
As you slam your sword into him. Stumbles back a bit. Shield cracking for 22 points. The first attack. Second attack.
Yeah, I have to forget. I always forget about Savage Attacker. So would I be able to, when I hit, I can use a different roll for my damage dice?
You can, but you can't do it anymore for the first attack because it's already kind of been declared.
Yeah, sounds
but
good.
yeah,
I
in the
just have to
future,
remember that
if
for
you
the
roll
future.
the 11, you can just say, I'm going to use Savage Attacker and re-roll it.
Yeah, because that's new for her for the 5.5. So
Okay.
cool. That misses, but she grazes.
Yeah.
She does graze with her greatsword, so that would be 4. That's her strength modifier.
So
I think.
he takes 4 damage as the force of the hit against the shield really hurts. Anything else?
And she would say, we have no quarrel with the Steel Shadow. We have allies in the Steel Shadow. We just want to get our friends and get out of here.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Geraldo.
all she'll say. because they said we were hostile. So she was like, we don't have a quarrel with you. We just let us go.
Well, I mean, you guys are firing upon them already. They're already
This is
taking heat from the group. Raldo, what's he doing?
He'll step up and fire over my shoulder. No, well, actually, because there's slugs there, so he'll go here, and he's got a longbow or a short bow. So is he in range? Let me see here. What's the range on the?
I think he has a longbow. He should have enough range to.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it doesn't have the range on the macro, but I think that's fine from here. So okay, so he will.
Longbow is like 80.
Yeah, let's do the longbow on the one that hasn't been injured yet.
Actually, I think it's more.
He remembers that Estrella called for like, hey, we don't have to kill people, so he's gonna shoot the one that isn't too badly damaged.
So that's the guy in front that Uslog hit, or the guy that Jovi beat up pretty bad?
No, he's going for one that isn't damaged yet.
That isn't. Okay.
Yeah. All right, so.
15. Oh, that's gonna hit his shield.
Okay, and.
24 will strike with the second arrow, though.
All right, and I can add Archer's Eye, right?
Yes, as a bonus action. If you,
all right, we'll do.
If you didn't do.
I didn't do Hunter's Mark or anything. Yeah. So, D10. Doop. All right, and then he will step back.
I think that macro is broken. Hang on.
Oh, what macro? Oh, you're right. It said
+1. It's not rolling.
Oh yeah, I was thinking it was really low damage, but I was like, oh, there it is. Yeah, it only did. Yeah, it didn't roll anything. See, you should have me make all your sheets.
So
No,
longbow 150, 500. Is that what it is?
That is 300, but
yeah, I think the long range is 300, but I don't know what the short range is. It's 150, 600.
That's what I thought.
Oh, wow.
It was 600 or something high. Alright. So there it is. Alright, so yeah, the damage is working now. It's piercing.
So are we taking the 11, or do you want me to roll? The 11 is fine.
We could take the 11. So
And then he did
11
the-
plus 5. No, wait. 11 plus 9.
Plus 9. Yeah.
Okay, so 20 points of damage on that guy. It's the second arrow. Strikes him in the arm. Oh,
That's his
damn
turn.
it. Okay, Slurp.
How tall are the ceilings?
It's like 10 feet.
Okay. He's actually in ooze form, so he's going to shapeshift to bat, and he's going to hug the ceiling, and he's invisible. That's his turn.
Alright, so he's hugging the ceiling. So this guy back here starts chanting. And he will hurl a fireball, which is going to explode on the 3 of you.
Okay.
So I need deck saves.
I'm going to use... Wait, let me look here. So I rolled woe for today, so that doesn't help me, but I might be able to... Yeah, okay. All right, let me roll, and then I have a luck point if this fails.
DC is 14.
I failed. I failed, so I'm going to use a luck point
Okay.
to re-roll. And I think it's a re-roll. Let me just confirm.
I also need one from you, Joby, a deck save.
Yeah,
I
roll
rolled
an
it.
additional d20. Okay.
Oh, did you roll it already? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much better. And I do not have emboldening awe. I'm sorry.
Do you have evasion, Joby, or you take half?
What?
Do you have evasion by chance? I don't think so. Right?
What is it? What is it from?
It's like
I have a lot of features from a lot of
The
different
rogue
classes.
thing.
So.
well, I don't think you have enough.
What level of rogue?
Rogues, monks, I think have.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'm
We'll have it.
Rogue. I don't think I have it.
Yeah, I don't think you have it with Rogue
be-
5. I think it's higher level.
Yeah. I think it's
Alright.
level 7 that you get.
So I think you all made it, luckily. Or did you roll for Boulder Bottom?
Oh, sorry, I did not. Let me do that. Boulder Bottom. Let me get him. Save. Oh.
Well, that's a strength, but it's still a 1.
Oh, did I click the wrong thing? Oh, yeah.
so-
it's still in that one.
Yeah.
Let me change so that he has names on his plates. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So 30 fire damage, or 15
Oh.
if you made the save. Then the wizard is gonna step back into the hall here, ending her turn. Estrella.
All right. So I'm going to. Gosh, it's really. They're all clustered up. It's so nice and tempting. Let's see. Uslug's right there. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna put down a big moonbeam. Yeah. Let me see the range here. Yeah, I think I'm good here. So yeah, I think I will put down an upcasted moonbeam. Let's see what level I want to do here. Let's do level 4.
Alright, so you summon a beam of intense radiant energy from the ceiling,
And
blast down upon them.
put this here. Oh, what just happened? Go away. All right, we're gonna put this here. Just for this round. I don't want to fry them too much, but give them a little jolt so that Uslug can finish them off. And then, so level 4. Let me cast that. Moonbeam.
Well, does it do damage right now or on their turn?
Great question. I don't even remember. I feel like, did it change or is
Go
it?
ahead and link it, I guess.
This is this.
Okay.
Yeah, this is 2014 in my character sheet. So if it has changed, this is the original. Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, it's
No,
on their
no.
turn when their
Okay.
turn starts.
So then, that did not subtract a spell slot. Okay, let me do that. Oh no, wait, it did because I did upcast, so it did. Okay, all right. I was looking at level 2. Do I have a macro for this? Apparently, I don't. Wait, here it is. Okay, here we go. So it's on their turn, so I don't need to roll the damage yet, right? All right. So bonus action, I'm going to kind of start to shimmer and turn into my constellation form. I'm going to do Archer.
Alright, so you
And
change forms, becoming kind of iridescent, glowing with a moonly pale
and I believe
light.
that my range for that is 60 feet. So let me just check it and see if I can. Yeah. So, and then I'll step over to the left and use my bonus attack on this guy.
Okay. On this guy?
Correct.
Alright, so you blast him. 20 is enough.
And then I will
Just
do
gonna put him to 2 levels of wounds.
and I'll shove him back 5 feet.
Okay.
And then I'll step back over here, and that is my turn.
Alright. So this
And I
guy is going to start in your moonbeam, which I believe is a con save.
It is a con save, DC 20. I think it's con.
He's going to fail with a +2. So how much does he take? 20 points of radiant. Oh, they're too much! As he is at a 3rd level of wound. The commander says, fall back, fall back! And he is going to disengage. Moving back to somewhere around the corner.
And that's the one that just took damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And he is going to take the dodge
Did
action.
Uslug get an oppie on him?
No, because he disengaged.
Yeah, he disengaged.
Oh, just gotcha.
Oh, he didn't. Yeah, so he wouldn't dodge. Never mind. The second one is going to also try to save.
Oh,
This guy would make it.
15.
So he takes 15. Also going into a 3rd level of wound. And he is going to also fall back. Ending his turn. The Berserker just smiles and says, "Let's see what you have, Suntooth."
Oh, he recognizes your clan.
He just
Interesting.
roars with anger. He's gonna do a frenzied rush, moving towards you, not even caring about the moonbeam. So go ahead, give me a
Respect.
damage roll.
Okay.
Ruslog's like, respect.
Yeah.
So he made his con save, and he seems to be taking half damage anyway. So he would
so
take
7?
7 points of radiant.
Oh, he's taking half from radiant. That's wow.
That
And as part of his rush forward, he swings his great axe at Uslog. Did you go reckless?
Nope.
Okay.
she should have, but she didn't.
18 is gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Doing 15 slashing and 5 thunder.
Okay, so the 5 thunder's full, but the 15 slashing would be reduced to 7?
Yeah, and he just laughs maniacally. For his move, because that was his bonus action, he's going to come around here. Take a second great axe attack.
Oh, he's gonna try and push you into my moonbeam.
You jump to the side, dodging it. He's then going to take a third great axe attack. That is going to crit.
Oh.
Wait.
Wait. Okay,
yeah.
stop. Can I use my? I think I can use my omen on that. Let me see here.
Okay.
I rolled woe. Oh no, he's not within 30 feet. Sorry.
That's a little too far back. Luckily, he didn't roll too good on that. He would. Let's see. Oh, it didn't double the 3d6. Hang on, let me double that.
I can't remember.
So
Is it a
yeah.
Is that a bonus action to drop rage? Still, I'll
I'm
have to check on that.
not sure, but it'd be 15
I'll check on it.
slashing and 11 light or thunder.
11 thunder and how much slashing?
15 slashing and 11.
Reduced to 7. Okay.
Okay,
18.
and then he's gonna take a fourth attack. Another crit. Jeez.
Oh my god.
This guy's coming out the gate swinging. So that would be 20 slashing and 27 thunder.
Oh, Uslug's down.
Oh my word.
Yep. She's unconscious.
Alright,
Oh, actually, hold on. I got barbarian bullshit. What am I doing?
Say, I thought you were tougher than that.
Yeah, she wasn't raging for that first round because
Sure.
she rolled low on initiative. She took a good. And she took a hit for it's worth it. It's fine. She's fine.
Yeah, she's been taking
what
all
does
the
she got?
damage.
She's got the don't die. Yeah, so DC 10 con save. She will use an insight or inspiration point to add +2
Nice.
to that.
DC 10. So
Okay.
you only need to roll an 8.
Yeah. Come on. Okay.
Nice.
So she's 1 hit point.
Oh, it says your HP instead becomes 30.
Oh, that's new. Oh, wonderful. Oh, that's better than 1 hit point.
Right.
Wow. Okay, cool.
All right.
And she really should have gone Rage of the Gods for the first round. Oh well.
All right. So that is it for her, right? Or that's it for him. He seems impressed.
Metal? Is he like a construct or something? I was just kind of like.
He's a Goliath?
He's a Goliath.
Goliath.
Jovi, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna pop around the corner and
Yeah.
look at what's
Get rid of
happening.
this.
Let's see. So, I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay, the guy who you shot at last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So you're not hidden this time.
That's gonna
so it would
be-
just be a normal shot, right?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to steady aim.
Alright, so if you use your bonus action, you have to stay here, because you can't move.
Yes. Yes. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to stay right there, and then I'm going to use steady aim to give myself advantage on this attack.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sneak attack.
Alright.
And I'm going to distracting strike him using one of my superiority dice. So this will do an extra d8.
Oh, well, you can wait till you hit. You just have to declare it before you roll damage. You don't have to declare it now.
Oh, okay.
So it's just like if you hit, then
So
you say,
then-
I'm going to do a distracting strike, then you basically use it.
Okay, I see it.
So yeah,
So
go ahead
then
and
that would be...
so you
Need to
peek
make
out
sure I
from
roll this with an
behind,
advantage.
firing a shot with your hunting rifle.
So 22.
Alright, so 22 is going to strike him.
And that's going to be a... So now that I've hit, that's a distracting strike
Alright.
for this plus a d8. So that much damage.
So that's going to be, alright, 27.
And then I'll link what distracting strike does.
Alright, so he is put to a second level of wounds from that shot. Oh. So he kind of steps back. Okay. Yeah. So the next
And then how
person-
many torches? How many torches are in this room?
Well, you see one on the wall next to him up here. There's one over here. And there's one over here by you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna use my second attack then.
Okay. So you take another
that's
shot. 20.
And
Yeah.
that'll hit.
So it normally would, but he's going to use his reaction to counterattack again, basically giving higher AC. And since it missed him, he's again going to sidestep. Yeah.
If an attack misses, I can precision attack to reroll the attack.
So in response, let me see.
If
can you link precision attack?
if it's the
Precision-
battle master, it adds on to the attack.
Okay, so I think he still gets a counterattack because that already triggered. But yes, you can roll your precision to up your
Okay.
attack because you might hit him as well.
Okay, so then it becomes a 25.
All right, so you would hit him as he fires at you, which luckily he misses on his shot. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so that is
You spend a second superiority dice. There would not be a sneak attack on that.
oh, it did add sneak attack.
Yes, you must have forgotten to turn it off.
Wait, let's see.
14.
With an attack roll, if you have advantage on the attack, it's sneak attack if I have advantage, right?
No, because you only get one sneak attack per turn. You can't do multiple sneak
Oh, wait,
attacks.
did I already use it?
Yes, on your first attack.
Oh, I did already use it. Turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wouldn't add the sneak attack. So that
So that would be...
subtract 12.
Yeah, so that would be 14 damage. Oh, as another shot hits him. Anything else?
That's let me see. Shredder and Bursher is only the first turn, so no, I have that.
All right. So Glenn, go ahead and roll for initiative.
We did. It's 19.
I don't know if he has token selected.
I see it on the turn order.
Oh, you brought out a second token.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So 19. I'm gonna put you after the warrior then. So the commander would be next. Starts in your spell. Is he still? Did you slow him with that attack? Or is that only
Yeah,
on
both
the
of those
first?
slow.
Okay.
Let me check if it does it apply to both attacks. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. So he does fail his con save, taking 25. Oh, and he as well is now down to 3 levels of wound. Unhappy about this. He's going to step back here.
Okay.
And fire at Jovian with his bow. It's a clear shot. So he multi-attacks. First shot is a crit.
Wait, do I need to be in range of the attacker or the target?
With your own.
No, it's the attacker. Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
I'm really bad at using this particular ability well.
All right. So he would hit you.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
uncanny dodge this for much damage this ends up being.
All right. So it'd be 35 piercing, which is going to be half to 17. Oh, so you kind of move sideways as the arrow hits you, luckily lessening the damage by quite a bit. So, that'd be 17 points of piercing. It's going to take a second shot. Pew! That one's going to miss. Then he's going to take a third shot. Pew! 22.
That's probably not the actual slow spell, but what's the snail icon?
His speed's reduced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not slow, but they're like reduced by 10 or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So 22, I assume, would hit you, Jovian?
Yeah.
Alright, so he hits you for another 19 piercing.
Let's see. I'm going to. Let me see. Okay, never mind.
Make sure you mark that use your reaction and mark your wound level after the 19 piercing.
Okay. So that will put me to a second level.
Oh, and Astray, you're not marked as concentrating, just FYI.
Oh, good point. Thank you.
Alright, so this guy is going to now move back around the corner because he is not feeling good. That's it for him. Glenn. There's like gunshots going past and arrows firing past you. Uslag got a little beat up the first round.
Yeah.
Wow.
She didn't get to. She wasn't able to rage till she had quite a few attacks.
Damn.
You'll be fine.
This Goliath is like. The others have kind of retreated, but this guy's just into it.
He's having fun.
Who
He seems
has
happy
been?
to see. He seems to know who the Suntooth clan is too.
Yeah, he
Who's
recognized
been
him.
the biggest problem? I mean, like
This guy.
Well,
the
just
Goliath?
against Uslok,
The
but
Berserker, yeah.
Well, the others have to come through a level 4 moonbeam that nearly fried them if they want to come back into combat. So.
this is true. The mage might be the biggest issue, but
And Slurp is up on the ceiling, so don't worry about him if you want to sling a spell.
Okay. I'll say, don't you touch her. And he will, with anger and force, as he skips the usual panache and showmanship usually, and he just simply casts a spell out of anger. This guy is attacking and has hurt Uslag so much as he is going to send a psychic lance right into the Goliath's back.
All right.
Nice.
So you hit him with psychic energy.
Yep. That's that is 34 as I roll.
Nice.
Damn, look at all
Alright.
those sixes.
So, int save. It's gonna fail with a +0, taking 34 psychic.
All right, he is incapacitated.
Nice.
I say there. You should be able to finish him off. And as a bonus action, he is going to recite one of his many songs about Uslog that he has written over their journeys together, and he'll give Uslog inspiration.
Woo.
All right.
And that'll be your turn.
Inspired.
So suddenly,
Oh no.
the
Oh, did they call
rogue
patrons?
steps out of the shadows again, basically aiming his crossbow down at Glenn, who he has advantage on because he was stealthing. 19, I believe, is going to hit you. It's a crappy roll.
This is a rogue.
Yeah.
I am assuming there is some sort of sneak attack bullshit shenanigans, so I'm gonna shield it.
All right. So at
Fair
the last
assumption.
minute, you put up a shield, which will luckily deflect the shot. And he's then gonna kind of curse and step back over here, ending his turn. Uslog.
She's going to kind of laugh a little bit and heal with her healing dice. So the berserker will just watch as like these symbols of the Raven Queen kind of glow over like all of the wounds that she's taken, and she heals up. And she'll while I roll that, she'll say, "Oh, I got a headache. Too bad. I was hoping this would be a good fight." She's going to then attack.
All right. So go ahead and link your healing ability.
Yeah. Oh, link it and then roll the die. Where's my heals? I
You
have to
would
rename
also
everything
notice
on my
that
sheet.
His incapacitation has ended his rage. He's no longer raging.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Oh, ouch. Okay. Yeah. So that's the heals.
Okay.
And then it is 6d12. And I'm just, I think I'm just gonna roll all of them.
Wow, holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's healing? Oh my word. Okay, I'm gonna change my plans for my turn because I was gonna heal you.
Yeah, I think, what would that potentially be? I think yeah, I'll just roll them all. Because I don't want to do that. All right, so
Alright.
45.
So the
Um,
Raven Queen sends you some healing.
Yeah, so she
Feeling a
feels a
lot
little better. And then she's gonna attack again, like non-lethally, just trying to knock him out. She's got some respect for this dude after what she saw him going through that moonbeam. So she would like to spare him if possible, but she's going to still give it all she's got.
All right.
Brutal strike as well. No, that she doesn't need advantage. Never mind. Because she has advantage already, right? the
No, she has no
incapacitated?
advantage.
No,
Incapacitated
okay, then
just
she
takes
would.
away his actions.
Okay, so then she would brutal strike if it's not too late.
Yeah, if she is.
Yeah, it doesn't give her advantage. I forgot. It just gives her an extra D10.
Okay.
I'll link it. Mainly for my benefit. Where is it? There it
Well,
is.
okay. So you said you were doing a reckless.
Yeah, which is instead of advantage, she forgoes that and does the
All right. Well, 11 is going to
Oh
miss
wait,
on your
11 would
first
miss.
attack. Yeah. But
Sorry,
you
guys.
can do
My brain's.
a second attack.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah, she'll do her second attack.
Okay.
You
Sorry.
have
Is that advantage or not?
you have
Oh, I
Bardic
would-
Inspiration, remember.
Bardic Inspiration might help with the 11, so I'm going to do that first. D10, D8,
12.
D12. Wow, nice. Okay,
I am a master
sorry, there's just
bard.
a lot of
So
different things I'm trying to do on this turn.
16 is his AC, so that is going to strike.
Okay.
And as a sword cleaves bone,
Well, he only has
When-
one level of wound, so he's not. His bones aren't cleaved just yet.
well,
Cleave skin.
as sword cleaves the bone of his little pinky.
As boo-boos are formed.
Yes, as boo-boos are formed, Glenn uses his reaction as he sees that Tuslag is inspired. He strikes a dramatic pose and starts to play his song and says, "See, everyone, that's the power of music." And he's gonna. Man, there's like not a lot of people like.
So
Where
it's
is,
gonna be 35?
Oh, it's Jovi.
Jovi's back behind you, right here.
Which will put him to
He
a second
changed-
level of
They
wound.
changed their token.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, that's why I was so confused. I am going to give a Bardic Inspiration to Jovi with my.
Okay, just remember he
And
has it because I
first-
think he's AFK at the moment. Uslag,
Oh,
second attack.
Yes. Yes. I was just trying to read if Brutal Strike, you get the D10, but you can also cause one effect. But I don't think she would want to push him into the Radiant.
I mean, I don't know. He's only at 2 levels of wounds.
All right, come on, second attack.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, she's just going to
This
attack.
is turning into a
Too many
novella.
Sorry, too many choices. She
All right,
misses with
so
that one.
12, he is going to sidestep as there is a clang. The
So
sword
she's
hitting the
2
floor.
now.
All right, anything else?
No.
All
Give
right,
Bardic to Rhea instead.
Raldo. To who?
Estrella.
Estrella.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot he's AFK. So.
Oh, did I get
Estrella,
one? Oh,
you
okay.
have
Okay.
the Bardic.
Oh, thank you.
Raldo.
So Raldo's gonna I guess step up and shoot over Estrella's shoulder at the Berserker since he's still berserking and not that badly wounded, although I guess Uslag gives cover, so let's see. We'll see. He's not gonna run up into that fray. Boop.
All right, 21 is going to hit him. His arrow flies over Uslag and strikes him for 7. Oh. All right, second attack. Nope, that is going to fly past him.
Okay. Yeah, I think that that's all.
He says, I should have hunter's marked. That's it for Raldo.
Oh yeah. He heard Estrella calling for non-lethal and like I guess I don't know.
He's
Is
trying to
torn.
Hold his punches. All right, Slurp.
We're trying to bring them lower for Uslag to knock them out. Slurp is going to go along the ceiling, dive down, poke this guy in the scalp, and then fly away.
All
And
right,
like just
so
help action, yeah.
Next attack is at advantage.
And then he will hug the ceiling again.
Alright, that's it for Slurp. Alright, the mage is going to step out again. Actually, I'll say she steps out to here. She is going to chant, sending another fireball down the hall. And I need the 3 of you, Boulder Bottom, or actually 4 of you, to give me dex saves. As a fireball explodes there.
Wait, is she? So, are we doing rules? Are we? Because I know some of us are using the new stuff, and some of us aren't. What are you doing? Counterspell as old, or can you counterspell?
New counterspell. It's a con save.
So they would make a con save.
Yeah.
And it would be versus my spell save DC or what?
Yes. You're gonna try to counter her?
Within 60 feet, and I still haven't dropped it because I've still, I might as well try.
Alright,
Yeah.
so you spend a 3rd level spell. She must make a con save. Oh, she's gonna fail, preventing her from casting the spell this turn. Then she's
All right, I'm taking my
Nice.
luck. I'm taking my luck point back.
She's gonna back up. Estrella,
All right.
please mark yourself as using your reaction.
Alright.
I am going to yell out, like, if you're just doing this for gold, perhaps we should talk. There's a lot you probably don't know, and we don't wish to kill you. I could put this on you, but I'm just putting it near you, and I'm gonna move the moonbeam, like, here.
Okay. So you move
And
it
then
around the
I
corner.
will... And since Uslog's looking much better than I expected, I'm just gonna do a little pew on the... Well, I mean, I guess it's gonna be... she's gonna give him cover, but yeah, I'll do my bonus action attack on the Goliath. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Flies past him.
even-
You
even-
actually
I'm not-
have advantage on that shot.
Oh, I do? Okay, well then, fantastic. Oh, that's right, because of... Yeah, okay.
So
And I
you
have
would
Bardic
strike.
Inspiration, but I was like, yeah, okay. All right, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So then we'll do that, and Genie's Wrath, and...
So
You
he's
know what? I
blasted
don't
for
know if
18.
there's any reason for this, but I'll push him back 5 feet just in case that helps Uslag with any maneuvering that she wants to do. I don't know.
Oh, alright, so he goes
Okay.
back 1.
That's my turn.
Alright. So
Oh,
these
okay.
guys are going to retreat.
Oh, okay.
New round is going to be Jovian. Is he back yet? I'm guessing he is not. So I'll just put him in the background for now.
Sorry, I was muted.
Oh, yeah.
I was muted. I'm here. I was just muted. I was
Alright.
saying stuff, and then I was like,
Oh.
wait. Okay, let's see.
Or wait,
So I'm gonna
uh,
move.
where did the Berserker go? That's weird. This token just
Yeah, well,
disappeared.
you said they retreat and then he
Well-
disappeared, so I figured you moved him.
Not him. The
No, who
other
moved
2
him then?
guys.
Well, he moved when you said that, so I figured it was you.
Oh.
Was he
Alright.
connected somehow to the like?
So, no, he's still there.
Okay.
What was his initiative? Alright, well, what are you doing, Jovian?
Slog might yell out.
I'm
Maybe we can
going
take one
to-
prisoner. They might know where our friends are. Or friend is.
Okay.
Boulder Bottom
You
says,
just say it to the whole
there's
group.
gonna be more of them here soon. I don't think we should stick around.
Okay. Well, I'm going to steady aim again and just fire at that guy, at the berserker.
Okay.
So that is. Then I'm going to sneak attack that. So that is with advantage. So that would be 20.
Alright, yeah, 20 is gonna strike him.
18 damage.
Alright, so he takes 18, looking very wounded, still up, just barely.
And then my second attack without the sneak.
Second attack. It's gonna be
28 to hit.
Wait, why do you have advantage?
Wait, does steady aim only affect your
Yes,
first
it's
attack?
only one attack.
Oh, it does. Okay, never mind. That's 17. Does 17 hit?
17 will hit because you ignore cover.
Okay. So then that's 22.
So there's no okay, yeah, 22. So he is dying.
Oh.
He is in the dying state. Anything else, Jovian?
That's it.
Okay, so the warrior commander is going to retreat. Glenn. You would hear footsteps running down the hall.
Away from us?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, "What again? Say maybe we can take prisoner."
Yeah, can we like? Yeah, I don't know.
How are we going to take him
will-
prisoner? There's
how
going to
will
be
we
a
move
ton
him?
more coming here. We got to get out of here. Unless we're going to fight the whole Steel Shadow.
And if we're gonna take the Silent Circle allies with us, we need to.
This is true.
Get to
Yeah, we
them.
do need to book it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's should say let's get out of here.
All right. So
yeah, let's run to Neil's office and yeah, let's
all right,
get
well,
our
there,
friends. In
there
peace.
is still an assassin down the hall, so we're technically
Oh,
still
okay.
in
Oh,
combat.
I thought they were
until-
retreating. Okay.
Some of them retreated. He hasn't gone.
Well,
yet,
I was trying to make it so they couldn't peek around the corner and shoot you some more, Uslag.
So
But they're there.
yeah, Glenn, what are you doing for your turn? You do see the assassin still here, kind of getting burned. Ugh.
Oh, he is still there. I thought he'd gone back further. Okay.
Oh, he was hiding at the corner.
I am going to psychic glance him.
All right. So you send a psychic glance at him. So he has to make an int save. So he's going to fail with a +6, taking 31. Ah! Becoming incapacitated.
How bad does he sound? Like, can we tell by his like grunts? Like, if he's
No, you can't
I don't
really
know.
see him.
okay, damn it! I don't know if I I don't want to kill him.
All right. Anything else, Glenn?
No, that would be my turn.
So the assassin is going to move down the hall, ending his turn because he can't take
He
actions.
can't move.
Yeah, he can.
Second glance gives him. I think. Let me.
Unless
copy
it's
that.
And
a
he's also
special
in the moonbeam.
incapacitate.
Yeah, I think it says it removes their speed to 0. Pretty sure. I could be wrong though.
Because I know that incapacitate doesn't stop movement, so it would have to be a special ability. Yeah, it just says incapacitate, which doesn't stop movement. It just means he can't take actions.
I must be thinking of hypnotic pattern then or something. All right, never mind.
Yeah, that
My
one
bad.
charms and takes away movement.
Yeah.
Incapacitated is an interesting word for that then, because it
It just-
implies.
Yeah, it just stops him from doing any actions. So he can't retreat fully yet because he couldn't dash. And actually, the mage is still here too. So
Did he start in the moonbeam?
he did.
Like, Estrella didn't want to kill them, but like she thought they had kind of gone back further around the corner. She was just trying to keep them from peeking around and.
All right, so
shooting
go ahead
his
and
dog.
roll 19
I did.
damage. All right. Oh. All right, so it is now the Berserker's turn. He's down. So he is going to make his death save. At which point he gains what is it? Some HP.
Try to recruit him, Uslag. He's probably just working for coin. No,
Yeah,
if
I mean,
there's if there's no loyalty, you know.
He just roars as he stands up, looking right at Glenn.
Oh no.
He says, "You son of a!" As he gives you
He
a
might-
big old fist to the face.
He might lose his chance here to
Yeah,
survive.
he doesn't even hit you with his axe. He just grabs you by the shoulder and just starts laying into
Throttling
you.
Glenn.
Come here. So he rages again. 19 versus AC.
Yeah.
So he punches you
Oh,
for
you're still too. Yeah, I'm always too far away from you guys.
7 bludgeoning.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Second attack. 24.
He's not, because he's not raging, right? Or no, did he
Yep.
rage?
No, he raged again.
He did. Okay.
So 24. He punches you again. It's like, you little bastard. Punching you for another 7 points of bludgeoning, then a third punch. 21, I assume is going to hit you again.
Yeah.
For another 7 bludgeoning. He's like, give up! That's
He
it
just
for,
laughs and
that's it for him, Uslog.
As his
He-
allies run in terror, he's
Nah.
like, give up!
Glenn just laughs as he's like, "You dumbass, you're about to die."
He's like, I'm going to die from your terrible songs. You're the worst bard I've ever met. Go ahead, Uslog.
Okay, well, seeing that, she's very angry about that. She did sort of have some respect for this guy. I guess she still does, but it's
Well, he is
overridden by.
punching him. He's not hitting him with his big axe.
Okay, well, she's still gonna attack him. You give up. She's going to. I was going to forceful blow him into the. Sorry, that was into the radiant energy, but I might not do that. That sounds a little too brutal. So she's just gonna attack with the non-lethal.
Yeah, 15. Oh no, never mind. His 16. So that would
misses.
miss on the first swing.
Okay.
Oh, he sidesteps. He says, "Wait your turn." Beating this one first. 20 is going to hit. Oh. So he takes 6. 4 is 10.
26?
No, he takes half of all those. So, well, it doesn't matter. He'd still be down again.
Okay.
Actually, since it is subdual, he is unconscious.
If we have a way of taking him, do it. But like, I don't think we do. Let's go.
No, just forget him. Let's go.
So he
Do
is
the others
snoring.
like fully retreat, or do we still hear them?
You hear them attempting to retreat so far.
Okay.
So at this
All right.
point, what are you gonna do?
How far are we from Neil's office?
Well, Neil's office is where your moonbeam is. That's where they were coming from. All right, so you are gonna like try to go to Neil's office at this point.
I will move. Okay, I don't know the formation of these hallways, but Estrella's been to his office before, so like I don't know. Is his like office up north of my moonbeam, and they are running like east or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you assume they're running away from the office.
They're running east. Then
Oh, is
yeah,
this
I would
Neil's
move
office?
my moonbeam like so that it's not covering his office door, but that it's kind of like encouraging them to keep running.
All right.
Does that work?
Well, yeah. So you kind of move down the hall, moving your moonbeam. They're already gone though at this point.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
If you
I think we
go
just wanna-
towards Neil's office right there, he would come out at this point, kind of looking at them running away, and he's like, "What are you guys doing back here? You gotta get out of here."
We need our friends. Do you want us to beat you up a little bit so it seems like you're not on our side?
He says, "Just go. I'll send your people." He says, "I'll send your people near your old base. I'll have them."
No.
meet you over there."
That's being watched with a blood hand, or the Blackwaters.
Ugh, he says, "Damn it."
Send them to the woods in the northwest, the northwest part of town.
He nods. He says, "You gotta get out of here. More of those guys are gonna be coming."
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, as we go. Did Uslov recognize any of the markings on this berserker, like what tribe he might be from?
Give me an intelligence check
Oh,
or
man.
history if you have it. Or I'll say nature too. Any of those.
Oh, nature. She's actually
was kind of
Okay.
hoping Neil would let us beat him up a little bit, just like for show.
He's had enough of you guys beating him up. All right, so with 15
15?
nature, yes, you recognize his clan as one that your people had some contact with. One of the mountain nomadic clans, known for mostly being Goliaths.
Okay.
So you don't remember their name, but you know you traded with them a bunch back in the day.
We want to bring him Uslag.
You may have recognized your tattoos.
We might be able to bring him, and we'll keep him for prisoner temporarily, but perhaps he would join us if he's
like,
just
what do you
working.
mean bring him? He's trying to kill us.
Yeah, I think we're
punched
trying to
Glenn in
move
the
pretty
face.
fast. So like this would have just been her
Who's
like
gonna-
thinking like did I recognize it?
Who's gonna carry him?
I mean, he recognized her, and her clan is all but wiped. Well, no, not wiped out, but like her
Yeah.
her clan has suffered great losses.
Depleted,
and-
yeah.
Yeah, and he seemed to respect her, and if he's just working for coin, perhaps he might have other
Well,
allegiances.
I guess we could throw him in Glenn's mansion. Hope he doesn't wake up.
Well, Glenn has to cast the mansion, and then we can't get out of here. I think us leaving is the same magic that Glenn would expend for the mansion.
Ugh. All right, I say we
think,
just go.
Glenn,
We don't got time
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah, it would
Glenn-
slow like this was like as they were running anyway. Like
Okay.
I wasn't thinking we would take him. Yeah, this was just her trying to remember like, oh, did I recognize those?
I would
markings?
actually like Glenn, get the rest of them out of here, and I would go back towards the Shadow Market and like try to like, because if he's gonna teleport them back to the tower, then I can't meet up with the folks in the forest, So I might try to like just blend back into the crowds in the Shadow Market and like change my disguise in a few ways, like.
Well,
um,
you don't know how they knew it was you guys. That might be a little unsettling. Like that they were able to see through the disguises.
They had to have
That's the
scryed on us or
second time I
something.
think that someone's kind of like. Didn't we have another encounter where we were kind of puzzled that they recognized us, or am I mixing things up?
I'm not sure. But yeah, you were a little surprised that they just saw right through your disguises, almost as if they had some other way of detecting you. But okay, so time is short. So Glenn, are you teleporting everyone out of here? Are you picking up the guy and teleporting out of here?
Oh,
Like,
if we
what are
were
doing?
teleporting from here, then we may as well take him. He might know something
Yeah, agreed.
about
But
Laurel.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to stay. I kind of want to stay behind and like be there for the.
Alderaan says, "You're not staying. You're gonna get captured. Come on, we got it. Let's get him and teleport." He crosses his arms stubbornly. He says,
right.
"I don't need another one of my companions getting captured and disappeared by Patience fucking Blackwater." He says, "We'll get the spies later. Come on."
Jovi, come on, get up here.
All right, so Jovi runs up, I assume.
Am I on the right map?
It should be the world map. This is Theater of the Mind now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
I'm
weird.
just
Okay, yeah.
behind then.
Oh yeah,
I'm still
I have to
looking at the
refresh.
map,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna refresh again.
Yeah,
Same.
that was
Yeah,
that was
the
just
maps
a
haven't been
random
changing.
hallway map because I don't have the whole black market mapped out. I just needed a hallway map for that.
yeah. I was still stuck on the other map too.
Is Roll20 fucking people with like right clicking and moving around?
Yeah, it's been weird today.
Roll20 has been crazy.
Okay.
Roll20 was
Yeah.
funky last week, but it's crazy
They
this
just
week.
did an update, so I think that probably broke something.
Gotcha.
The foreground stuff has just been a nightmare. But anyway, so yeah, Boulder Bottom seems like he's being pushy, like he's really worried about you, Estrella.
If we're having our friends sent to the forest, I feel like someone should be there to meet them. We're out of the Thieves Guild. I kind of want to stay. I don't know.
He says, "Do what you want then," and he just like kind of goes and grabs the barbarian Goliath by his feet, starts dragging him, and he says, "Oh, fucker's heavy."
dragging the Goliath.
Ugh.
I love it.
Glenn,
All
get
right,
us
like-
out of here.
Glenn, do your thing, and Estrella's gonna like kind of go into the woods, but like away from the
Well,
party.
she has to
and
get out of the black market first. But
I thought we were out of the black market when we came to the world map. Sorry.
no, this is right after you talk to Neil, and
Okay.
I think Glenn had mentioned maybe teleporting you guys away, which is why you were gonna skip trying to escape the black market.
Okay, cool.
So,
Well, I guess then I can't stay. If he's teleporting us, then I don't have the option of staying. Let's go.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what, because I don't. Well, okay, so what are you gonna do? Maybe I misunderstood. Give me the breakdown. What's happening?
If we ran up through an exit and we're on the surface, then I might try to stay and like hang out in the like woods. But like, if he's teleporting us in order for us to get out of the market successfully.
Glenn, so
and,
yeah. What's Glenn doing? Like, what's the plan here?
Glenn's just listening to everybody else, and he's just kind of like, just tell me what to do.
Well, the Silent Circle spies, your spy network that you set up here in the city that have been working for you, like that got captured and stuff, and that the Blood Hand found and protected, and they are the ones that protected Ruby.
Hang on. Before we go any further, are we running while we're doing this? If we are, then the barbarian is not being taken.
No, we're not running because that would draw attention.
So hang on, there might be another group arriving then.
Okay, Glenn is going to take out his executive decision. Glenn's taking out his harp, and he is going to strum it and say, "We're getting the fuck out of here."
Okay.
So as you do that, you hear, "You there, stop!" as a bunch of guys come running around the corner.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, so the people who managed to get Ruby out and protect her and like had her when you came back and found her, those are the people we're trying to get out, and that's why Estrella wanted to stay behind. But she also
hang on. Well, what are you doing, Glenn? Because if not, you're getting shot. If you're not doing.
No, I'm casting teleport. I'm casting teleport to get everybody out.
Go ahead and link it. Are you including the barbarian that was knocked unconscious? He's unconscious, so he can't really stop you if you teleport.
Did Uslag give any indication that she wanted to include the barbarian or to take the barbarian?
Mentioned it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I mean, she's not really like adamant, though.
I am including the barbarian only because he's either going to join us or die. Like,
all right.
And he wants to make sure that one of those scenarios seems to be played out.
Several bolts are fired at Jovian, who vanishes just as they were about to hit him.
All right. So, where did you take us?
I assume he took you back to the tower.
We didn't say that.
Okay, well, where are you taking them, Glenn?
Did they mention anywhere? Because I feel like...
Alright, he took you to the tower.
Like... Yeah, well, that's because that's what I was going to say. The towers, because unless somebody had specifically said like, "Hey, we should go here instead," like his first thought is somewhere safe, and the safest place is going to be the tower.
All right.
Yeah, while you were AFK, we went to the tower, and then we came back to Typhonus to try and get people out.
All right.
Oh, by the way, we learned that Leroux is probably
you cast your spell. There is a poof of energy, as I said. And once again, you guys are standing on a familiar cold peak, looking out over the mountains, a tower of immense proportions extending into the sky behind you.
And what time of day is it?
It's still pretty early. I think it was like...
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see.
And so I know that we were trying to save the spies that helped Ruby, and Glenn kind of like he looks at Shreya. Was like, I mean, I don't really want to say this because it's a little bit harsh, but I created that group to help me get my kids back, and I've got my kids back.
They're people. They're not expendable. They helped you. They're loyal to you.
Boulder Bottom kicks you in the shin. I Should throw you
Ow.
off this cliff, you piece of crap.
A very knobby, elderly, like arthritic knuckle, like pokes you in the side, like.
Look, ow!
He
Poke
says,
me.
We're not leaving people behind if we can help it.
Most people have them safe, but we told him to put them in the northwestern forest of Taivanis, the park there in the northwest, so that I could get them out. So I'm going back in the morning to see if they're there.
Well, you
think
guys
that's
don't understand. They're spies. This comes along with the territory. They knew what they were getting themselves into.
But yes,
They knew
but
what
if
would happen
they're
if they got
loyal
caught.
spies, they're loyal spies that risk their lives for your daughter. That means that they are going to be loyal to us.
If you lose a ranger in the woods, you don't leave him there because it's inconvenient. You go and find him, or you search until you can't search anymore. He says,
Well, we
we-
had to get out of
one-
there.
But
They're
one point just become too dangerous. I mean,
I understand, but if we leave them there, then, like, I mean, if we get them out of there, then they are loyal allies and resources to help us with continuing to in our pursuit against Patience, Blackwater, and the Shadowlords, and anyone else that needs our
nothing
attention.
against going back for them in the morning, but if we had tried to go for them today, that would not have gone well.
Here's the thing.
I think they'll be fine in the woods for.
I want to
for
go
a night.
back tomorrow, but here's the thing. I can only go back. I can't go back and come back the same day. Glenn, I need you to help me. We need to go and try tomorrow.
We've lost too many already, Glenn. We've lost Eli. We've lost. Now we may have lost our new drow friend. I don't want to give up people if I don't have to.
If you had left me behind, I was going to try to make it there myself. I have other spells that can transport just me, and so I could have then transported everyone with my group magic. But, like, if I go back in the morning, then I won't be able to bring them back for another day.
He says we should at least try, but I'm going inside the tower. He claps Jovi on the back. He says, "Well done, kid. That was some good shooting. Saved my ass back there."
Thank you.
I'll pour you a drink. He says, "Come with me." And he invites you to follow him.
And Glenn
Oh,
says out of the side of his mouth, like, "Yeah, that was some good spell casting, Glenn. Yeah."
Oh, you were kind of catatonic for the first half of the fight.
Yeah, were you hiding in a room or something? Where'd you go?
Did you see the look of that guy? That guy was scary, man.
And I
this
feel
guy.
like,
Oh, the guy
Actually,
on the floor here? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, yeah,
I guess.
by the way, let's restrain him.
Yeah, although I was reading the rules of teleport. Can we teleport unwilling?
Well, he's
Unconscious
unconscious,
people?
so he can't be unwilling.
Cool.
I mean, we could toss him in the bag, and
Okay.
then he's
Yeah, I'm fine with that ruling.
opens up- that statement right there just opens up a whole.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't.
It's a little.
Well, I'm just saying the rules for like unwilling, you have to be able to like protest it. So since he is unconscious, he can't fight it. Is what I'm saying.
He's always been on the assumption that like a unconscious person is like kind of treated as an item almost.
well, I mean,
Well-
corpses are items. They're no longer humans in like some of the rules on how spells apply to them and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, they're not exactly items, but yeah, you like for things that require you to be willing. Like if you're unconscious, you can't like fight against the effect. Like you can't, resist it. Basically.
Because the spell says like it
Okay,
has to
I
be
have to
willing
go.
subject.
Oh.
So yeah, I just wanted to make
Alright.
sure. Oh,
You're
hi, Jovi.
You're stepping away, Jovian.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Can you whisper me a vote for your MVP?
Good night.
Okay.
Right.
See ya.
Yeah, it is about 8:30. So why don't we all do MVP votes?
Quick question though, like, can I talk? Like, I guess we could talk with Slovic about this, but like, is there a place in the tower that we could kind of sort of use as a holding cell, like beyond just like tying the dude up with ropes, so that we can chat with him a bit before we decide if he needs to die or will join us?
Yeah, I mean, you can probably find a place to keep him prisoner.
All right. I guess we would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine we would take precautions and use options available to us to make it safe, to that he's not gonna like wake up and like destroy like our NPCs or something, you know?
You know, there is a way that we can turn him to our side, regardless of what he wants.
Wait a
Okay.
minute. No.
What are you
Wait a minute.
suggesting?
Consent is key.
In the world where magic is king, consent is just a word.
All right, so Uslag and
I don't think we'll need
Estrella,
magic. Oh,
You guys are tied. So give me a d20 roll.
okay, cool.
All right, so
Ah,
Uslag is.
I thought that was a 14 and a 14 for a second. My brain saw that as two 14s.
And plus, I don't know what you guys think I was talking about. I can modify his memory to be like
Gotcha. Okay. So
best buddy. What do you think I was talking about? Damn.
I was thinking modify memory, but I don't think we're gonna need that with.
Okay, I
Uslag
can
would
modify his memory to be like.
I guess I was thinking about some sort of like coercion, like that he's our ally or something, but I don't know how you would have the magic to make that like last long, you know? So yeah.
I could implant memories that he like grew up with Uslag, that they're like best buddies when they were young.
Oh.
I think we just need to talk barbarian to barbarian, figure
Yeah.
shit out.
And then if
Might need your help though.
Yeah, if he's resistant and does not want to join us,
Yeah.
then yeah, like modify his memory so we can toss him out.
Because his tribe was one that, yeah, like her tribe was friendly with. It sounds like so. She's
At least
always
it's
curious
trade
where he
with
came
it.
from and how he ended up with the Steel Shadow and whether or not he knows if like where Leroux is, if he was part of that group.
That's true. It's possible
So I think
that
questioning him is like her first priority here, but she's also curious about like, you know,
if you make him like feel like he has some affinity, like or I don't know, history with Uslag, then he might be all the more like again. I don't know what his devotion to the Steel Shadow is. If it's a job just for coin, or if there's other like ties, you know. But if it is,
he could
just
be a bad
coin,
apple too. Just
yeah,
like
if it is
the-
just coin, then and he feels like more connected to Uslag, then he might actually be up to helping us. And you're right, he might know.
we do need
something
more
about-
hirelings. Use another
Yeah, we do.
barbarian. Anyway, yeah,
I don't know.
she's trying to kill less people. I'm just
I
trying.
I approve. Very good, Uslag. I appreciate your efforts.
She really wanted to push him into that radiant energy.
Uslag, okay, honestly, if Uslag had done that Estrella, like you would have lost a few points of like respect from Estrella, because you would know that Estrella doesn't necessarily want to kill when we don't have to, and you would
that
know
was
that
the main reason
yeah,
she didn't do it, even though she was really, really pissed at it. at him
even
for
though she
doing
put
that.
up that magic, she was doing it to like kind of help control them and bring them down so that you could knock them out. She did not intend to like fry them to death.
That'd been great. Yeah, not only do you kill the guy by doing that, you force him to die by Estrella's own spell.
Oh, that would be that would have been.
I don't know. I'm Glenn. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you remember, Glenn, but Estrella did kill one of the guards in the whole Blackwater thing. The one that was standing over Eli and continually killing him after he was unconscious.
Yeah.
Estrella killed him. I mean, he was just like a stupid little pikeman or something. But that was like Estrella the whole time had been like, all right, non-lethal. We don't have to kill them. Come on, guys. And then she saw